If I pull that off, will you die?
It would be extremely painful.
You're a big guy.
For you.
All right. So, night 2 of WrestleMania, we get the same, like, MCU intro, which is pretty cool. We get Stephanie McMahon coming out. Looks great. She gives us, with no offense to Triple H, a little, "Are you ready?" Which is pretty fucking cool. CM Punk is on commentary, which is fucking cool. I appreciate that. I like CM Punk on the mic. Match number 1.
Did you see the it's just the clip of Stephanie doing the "Are you ready" thing, but it's like split screen with Triple H in Gorilla, and he's just like watching it and he's just so pleased.
Oh no, I didn't see that. Gotta get your money's return on Punk? Oh, absolutely, man. Honestly, that's not even money's return. That's where most of their money is gonna come with Punk. Paul and I have discussed this for years now, Mto. We would have loved to have seen CM Punk come back in like a managerial position, as a mouthpiece for another wrestler, as a commentator, like whatever the fuck they want to use him in. I respect the guy. I love CM Punk, like I said. But I can call someone out on their bullshit too, right?
And give him a faction, have him do the backstage segments, talking it up, whatever, doing that. And then whenever the faction has matches, he's on commentary.
Sure. Yeah. Perfect. Absolutely. You know, I don't care if he's a faction, a manager, a mouthpiece, a fucking wise man, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Whatever. So, match number 1 for, what is the belt that Seth have called? What's the official name?
Not Roman's.
Because Roman Reigns is like the undisputed heavyweight, right? It says just the world heavyweight title.
Roman Reigns is the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And Seth's is, I think, just the WWE
World Heavyweight title,
heavyweight.
aka the mid card. But whoa, come on now. That's not fair. How dare you? So yeah, it is Seth freaking Rollins, versus Drew McIntyre, which I need to get to that in a moment. Drew's fucking entrance gear, amazing. He apparently killed an Azure Rathalos. It looks fantastic.
Without spoiling, Champ who holds, we gotta see a match. I don't think because having a belt gives you, like, they talk about it and we see it as viewers, it gives you a power up. It's like you're plus at 30 to 50%. So we have to see that person defend it, and then we can start talking shit. But yeah, Drew coming out. Blue Rathalos, fucking was he? I don't remember anything about Drew's entrance.
It's very dark blue.
Seth's entrance caused me to forget like a year of my life.
Yeah, we won't. I hated it. We'll get there though. So yeah, Drew McIntyre comes out with 2 very spiky, like shredder type gauntlets. And when you look, they're scales, and they're like midnight blue, dude. And he has these giant gauntlets, a sleeveless fucking duster that again has like that alligator reptile skin that is like a dark blue, so much it looks black. It looks fucking dope. And he comes out to a bunch of people playing bagpipes because Scottish. And everyone holds up swords for Drew to walk under. And yeah, it was pretty fucking badass.
I mean, it was cool at a glance. The longer you look, the more things like stand out, because all of the swords they had, and maybe like I'm just used to seeing the one that Drew has.
Wow, you're being really nitpicky right now.
All of their swords were tiny and they looked ridiculous.
They're fucking swords, dude. Still a piece of metal you could push into someone and kill them, all right?
They looked plastic.
Whatever.
They visibly looked plastic.
Whatever. You know the wrestling is, not real, right, Paul?
The swords can be.
So they have the Spanish announce team get introduced, and Michael. I have so much so that I put a note here. Michael Cole totally cuts off the Spanish announce team, and I thought it was hilarious. I was like, wow, how fucking rude. He introduces the guys from the Spanish announce team, and they're going off speaking Spanish. I can't even replicate it because I don't speak Spanish. But Michael Cole totally cuts him off. Click. Yup. Yeah, it was fucked up.
To be fair,
if you can't use real glass, you can't use real swords. There it is, Paul.
You know what? That tracks because Drew hasn't come out with his sword in a while.
There you go. Fake swords. Immersion destroyed. I think it's one of the dumbest entrances ever, by the way, Dishes. Drew McIntyre, who is already how tall is he? He's like 6'6", right? 6'6", 6'7".
And because of these
and
little
well
fake
over 300
swords,
pounds.
The way that they had them crossed, Drew had to like crouch under them because they weren't big enough to be a bridge for him. But yeah, I think Cole just like fucked up a cue, or maybe somebody in the truck did, because like the Spanish announce team doesn't hear the English, and the English doesn't hear the Spanish, because that would just be chaos in the headphones. So I think he just thought that like the camera was back to him when he started talking.
Yeah, it could be.
The arena hanging high.
All right, here, I'll show this to you guys who don't maybe normally watch wrestling. But let's see here. We got the main. Okay, so just a tiny little bit of footage here of Drew McIntyre. My whole point there was him coming out with a sword himself is stupid, because what's he gonna do? Fucking use it?
Yeah, the tables breaking is part of the spectacle, or part of not the spectacle.
Yeah.
I think there's like a pin that the announcers pull when they get up, and that's what causes it to fall apart or not fall apart.
I'm used to the tables breaking just from standing on them, and now they don't break most of the time. Oh, we'll get there, Click. I like how suspension of disbelief doesn't extend outside the ring. Yeah, I know, dude. It happens. He's 6'5"? Okay. Yeah, and he's got to be well over fucking 300 pounds. Like, he's a very dense man. He's a tree of a man. So yeah, big fucking dude. Then Seth Rollins comes out to some banjo Mardi Gras bullshit. I don't even know what this was, Paul.
I don't know what it was supposed to be, because it looked like a cross between like Day of the Dead and Mardi Gras, and it felt like not okay cultural appropriation bullshit.
The Murmurs Parade.
Every person that we saw was white. I had no idea what was going on.
It's some Philly thing, basically Northeast Mardi Gras. I need some East Coasters to fucking chime in on this shit, because I've heard the Murmurs thing before, but I don't know what the fuck it is.
I read he dwarfs Punk as he's Daft Punk, and
yeah, he is Daft Punk. Both of them put together.
The sword is the one that quit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's based off the Mummers Parade. Okay. All right. It looked like shit.
Punk's commentary was perfect.
Sorry, but it did.
He was just like, what am I supposed to do with this? He was just like mad about it.
Yeah, agreed. Also, Seth Rollins was wearing one of their weird outfits too, and he looked like an owl. I put here, Seth is an owl wizard? Jesus, he looks like an asshole. That about sums it up. CM Punk, look at this idiot. Look at this goof. Yeah, fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Like, cool, have fun, party time, big extravaganza.
Yeah, agreed.
And it was so long, and having them go like down around the ring and then back out, it was like. And for the opening match to be like actively making me uninvested in this event.
Yeah. His line about doing the impossible, making these two interesting for once. Yeah, also he fucked up and called Drew McIntyre the Irish psychopath. He called himself, but he called him the Irish psychopath, and then he corrected Scottish psychopath. Normally I wouldn't comment on something like that, but I just thought it was funny that he called him Irish. I have a note here. Ring announcer still sucks. Sorry for everyone that likes Samantha Irvine. Was it God of War Ragnarok acceptance speech long? No. The hair color of Seth was a massive foreshadow. Yeah. So, bell rings and immediately Drew McIntyre hits Seth with a fucking claymore. He just runs up, just dropkick boots him in the fucking face. Really? I thought Irvin killed it? I don't know. Everybody does. I don't think she's as good as Lillian Garcia. Here's my thing, Mavericks. I didn't really notice except for a couple of matches. And then, like, everyone was on social media, like, praising her for such an amazing job she did. I know you're not supposed to compare, blah, 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 whatever, but I don't think she's as good as Lillian Garcia, and she's nowhere near as good as Howard Finkel. And, like, people are praising her as WWE's, like, Michael Buffer. Get the fuck out of here, dude. No. Exactly. She was called the Michael Buffer of WWE. And I'm sorry, dude. Nothing she did was iconic. And not even her voice. She just yells loudly.
I like... The people that you're saying you like more, like, they were good. But, like, Lillian Garcia's been gone, like, 10 years.
She has been, but I'm just saying I liked her better. So
I mean, sure, but, like, do you like Samantha more than any of the other people they've had over the 10 years between here and there?
That's the thing, is I can't name any of them off the top of my head because they didn't, like, stand out, but also they didn't stand out that they were bad either, right? They were just there. And, like, her, I actively don't like. So then yes, I would say they were better. Just because I really fucking hate Dragon Ball Z Evolution doesn't mean it's good. Like, I'll talk about it for an hour. It doesn't mean I liked it. It's infamous. I hate it. I prefer her over Justin Roberts. Justin Roberts is a ring announcer version of Josh Matthews. Oh, I like Justin Roberts, actually. I think he's pretty good.
Is Josh Matthews Pig Dog?
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah. Brian Hebner said she was terrible and she shaded him immediately on Twitter. I mean, I think she's terrible. Here's my thing. Why do you think she's good, Mavericks? Can you put it into words? Like, because I can put into words why I don't like Samantha Irvin. Irvine? Yeah, Irvin. And I'll let you go first. You tell me why you like her. And we could have differing opinions. It's cool. I'm just interested in what you like about her. I liked Howard Finkel because he made me laugh. His voice was so distinctive. The following contents. Just, that shit was so good, dude.
But, like, you can't, like, absolutely like who you like, but, like, some of these people we don't have anymore, or you can't get back. So, like, you have to get something else.
I mean, they've got the club there, so they could have Howard Finkel again. Lord knows he ain't doing any fucking good matches right now. I mean, since Garcia, she's the first one that doesn't feel like piercing my ears. So that's the thing too, Mavericks, is she does kind of pierce my ears because she just screams into the microphone. I don't think she has a good announcer voice. That's my thing. I think she does a voice, and she may not, like, I'm not attacking her as a person, whatever, but she sounds like she's doing a parody of what she thinks an announcer should sound like. And so, like, half the time she's doing, like, this fake-ass announcer voice, and then the other half she's just screaming into the fucking microphone, and I just, yeah. Just AI, here's her voice, have your cake and get the AI to eat it too. Yeah, exactly. Boom. Done.
Yeah, I mean, or pay somebody to do a job. I don't want to get.
I like her enthusiasm. I could see how it can get annoying. I appreciate the passion, but I get it. She isn't the most professional voice. That's what it is. Her voice lacks professionalism. It lacks polish. She's just a hot girl screaming into the microphone half the time. Is she sponsored by Agua Fresca Minute Maid? No, she is sponsored by Wingstop. At least half of it. It's not Finkel. No one is touching that standard. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty good. Thank you, Parka. Okay, so anyways, that's enough on the announcer. I'll stop shitting on her. So yeah, Drew McIntyre hits Seth Rollins with a Claymore right off the bat. Crazy, he fucking hits him with a finisher. He gets a 2 count right off the bat. They brawl outside. Seth grabs someone's phone, or I mean not Seth, but fucking Drew grabs someone's phone to take a selfie,
Cool.
or post on Twitter. That's his wife, right?
I don't know. I missed the joke construct, so sorry. Cool. Yeah, the phone that he grabs was, I think, his wife and his brother-in-law or something.
Yeah. I think he took his wife's phone. And he's posting on Twitter and shit like that, which is pretty funny. Like, okay, so what? Okay, before we even get into this, Paul hates Drew McIntyre. You guys.
Oh yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Fucking, I hate him.
Yeah, I mean, like you don't really care for him, right?
Like he is built. He is a fucking specimen. I don't care much for a lot of the stuff he does in the ring, and I think like mic work, talking, personality, I fucking hate it. I can just shut up. Just shut up.
Okay. So there's not many wrestlers that we disagree on, but this is one of them. I love Drew.
And the thing, I mean, I guess I keep hearing that he kills it on social media, and like super cool, but like social media isn't the show. Like I don't
know if you know this, social media is real life. Social media is real life, Paul.
Right, but it's not the 90 minutes of Raw Hulu gives me each week, so I am not catching this shit.
I want to insert the, what's her name, that Greta Thunberg. How dare you? When you're like, I'm a real wrestling fan. I watch the 90-minute Raw on Hulu. How dare you? So yeah. So they go outside and yeah, like he tweets some shit about how it's gonna be an easy night or something like that. I thought it was pretty good. He's out there, he's all smarmy, he's fucking, on the phone. And I think that shit's funny. That endears him to me. They get back in the fucking ring. Or no, as Drew is getting back in the ring after fucking around on the phone, Seth hits the stomp. Which is like, damn, we're like just in the match and we're already seeing back-to-back finishers. But he recovers from that pretty fucking quickly and hits a Claymore into a powerbomb on Seth.
Which in itself is problematic because the stomp is like Randy Orton head punt, like that used to be the game ender, and like now because he does it less, it's less effective, I guess.
Raw is 3 hours. Do they do this every week? Yes, Construct.
But also there's
they
like
work over 300
minutes.
days out of the year.
There's like 45 minutes of commercials, so it's barely over 2 hours, really.
Yeah, but still, it's a slog. Yeah, Raw's a massive slog. I agree with that. They should go back to 2 hours, but that's a whole other separate thing. So, you get the Claymore and power bomb. You get a pedigree into a stomp, 2 count. You get a Claymore reversal into, what do you call it? He goes for the Claymore, he gets reversed, but then he hits the Future Shock. You get another 2. Very fast-paced, fast and furious paced match, which is surprising because, as you'll know, night 1's main event was Seth Rollins and Cody against Roman and Rock. So, like, I'm surprised they're working at this fast of a pace. Seth Rollins is a goddamn workhorse, man. Seth is supposed to be hurt too and saying he's even doing this stuff. Yeah, I mean, he's like I said, he's a workhorse. A lot of people, work with that title. They try to saddle themselves with that title. He earns it. So, yeah, you get the Future Shock, count of 2. You get Drew McIntyre taunting CM Punk with the go to sleep taunt, which is CM Punk's finishing move, because again, CM Punk is on commentary, and him and Drew McIntyre are supposed to have a feud because Drew McIntyre broke his tiny brittle arm during the Royal Rumble.
He broke his muscle.
Yes, his tiny brittle arm. He broke his whole arm. He ripped it off and showed it to him. So you get the taunt to Punk. He goes for CM Punk's finishing move, which, to Paul's point from the other day, like, I love seeing people using other people's finishers. That's so taboo and like the ultimate sign of disrespect. So he goes for the go to sleep, but it gets reversed into a little small package roll up by Seth. And then fucking again, Drew McIntyre just springs up, hits Seth Rollins with another Claymore fucking kick to the face. Like, god damn. He's already hit him with a few. So he still only gets a fucking 2 count. So at this point, Drew McIntyre rolls out of the ring in frustration and he starts clearing everything off of the announcer's table. He picks up Seth Rollins for like a power bomb, like he's gonna power bomb him onto the table, but instead Seth fights off. He flips out onto the table, standing on it, and he reverses it. He basically runs up and stomps Drew's head into the fucking table, which, to Click's point, I thought the table was gonna break there, just with Seth Rollins like jumping and stomping on the fucking table, you know?
He doesn't weigh that much.
I mean, it's a lot of fucking momentum coming down, and you know, how many tables have we seen just fall apart when someone like touches it? So it's all crapshoot.
That era, they only break when they need to now.
Oh, that's bullshit. No way. So
they are really making the tables look strong these days.
Okay, yeah, tables are looking strong. I agree with that. It takes like a good hard finisher to break one. So after the stomp on the table, fucking Drew out of nowhere hits another fucking Claymore on Seth. Seth kicks out again. And right here, I make a note. Is this AEW? This is a fucking false finish fucking a thon, dude. Drew McIntyre's already hit like 3 or 4 finishers at this point. Like, what the fuck? I felt like I was watching a Young Bucks match, and that's not a complaint. It's just that a lot of WWE guys complain about AEW, where everyone kicks out of everything and nothing is earned. But already in this match, Drew McIntyre, who is like twice the size of Seth Rollins, has fucking kicked his face in like 3 or 4 times, fucked him up with the future shock. Like, he's hit him with so many finishers, and Seth Rollins is still kicking out, showing how tough he is. Because he's a fucking workhorse. You get another fucking Claymore while Seth is getting up, and I was like, that's it. It's over here. Like, you know, fucking Drew just kind of stood back and was like, come on, motherfucker, get up. And Seth Rollins slowly rises to his feet, eats another fucking Claymore, gets a 3 count. Nice, clean victory. Seth Rollins rolls out of the ring. He's crying. He tells Drew McIntyre that you fucking deserve it as far as the win and the championship. So that was pretty fucking cool. The only argument that makes Seth look a little stronger is that he just had that match the night before. We'll touch on all the post-match shit in a moment, but like, so anything to add to that, Paul?
For me, this match was barely different than him versus Brock Lesnar with the no audience the first time he won. I like Drew's idea of a great match is just only finishers. That's what that Brock match was. It was just suplex, F5, Claymore over and over. And like, that's what this was. And like, sure, it was entertaining. I didn't hate it, but like, it wasn't a good match. And for Seth, who was already dead from the day before and from a series of injuries leading up, him taking the Claymore like 6 times to get a 3 count just makes the Claymore look like a shitty move.
I mean, it just it shows how tough Seth Rollins is.
No, Seth is a regular guy. He was broken down. Any normal human would take 6 Claymores to get pinned by Drew McIntyre.
No, that's bullshit. So here's my thing. Like, I don't know. I have a higher opinion of the match. I think Drew McIntyre, I don't think the mentality of he thinks a good match is a bunch of finishers. I disagree with that. I think he's trying to put away Seth as fast as he can. And it's just like playing those N64 wrestling games. I'm just going to fucking hit you with 1 or 2 moves, taunt up. And as soon as I get my taunt, my momentum meter full, I'm going to hit you with a fucking finisher and end the fucking match. Sleepy time, Night Bane. Thank you, Hostile. I appreciate the sub, buddy. Have a good night, man. So I think he was just trying to finish Seth, you know, as efficiently as he could. And I thought it was a good paced match. I thought, again, this isn't the main event. This is the opening match. I thought it was a good opening match. It set a good pace. They didn't drag on stuff. It wasn't slow. I thought it was pretty solid, man. I'm going to give this match 3.5. What say you?
Out of 5 stars, I don't think I could go higher than like a 2.5.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have to agree. Now, stuff that happens after the match, I give like a 4. So, post-match chaos. Drew McIntyre, who is feuding with CM Punk because he broke his tiny little brittle arm, he goes over to CM Punk, and it's very interesting how he got up on the table on all 4s like a big sexy panther.
Yeah, just more of Drew McIntyre being like visibly cringy.
I mean, I thought it was pretty funny. I liked it. So Drew McIntyre goes and he crawls under the announcer's table in front of CM Punk. Then he gets on his knees and he just leans back and he's just like holding the title, taunting CM Punk. So we're like, oh, of course this is going to be setting up the next feud between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre once he gets healed up. That's cool, man, because it was supposed to be CM Punk and Seth. So, like, yeah, CM Punk, obviously, based on his legacy and hype with the crowd, he's going to get thrust into the title picture. It makes sense. Not a fan of how the stomp is so weakened nowadays. Yeah, I agree with you, Mto. That's totally what Paul touched on as well. It used to matter so much. I would agree with that. It used to be like the Randy Orton punt. So, Drew McIntyre crawls up onto the fucking table and he's just holding the belt and he's talking shit to CM Punk, to which at some point CM Punk is like, I can't hear you, I got cans on, like he's referring to his headphones. That was pretty funny. And then Drew McIntyre stands up in front of CM Punk. His dick and balls is right in front of his face and he just crotch chops like right in front of CM Punk's face, dude. Ultimate disrespect. It's pretty funny. I laughed at that.
And like just the whole time Punk is like, just like, go have your moment. Like, why are you making this about me right now?
Oh yeah, that's good. I forgot that. Yeah, like, why are you making this about me? Like, go fucking celebrate your win.
And after what genuinely, like, I don't know how long it was, probably 2.5 minutes, but what feels like 5 minutes of Drew just standing on the table talking shit to Punk. Punk's had it.
Yeah, which CM Punk at this point, by the way, we forgot to mention that CM Punk has his arm in like a full brace. His arm looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin's knees. So yeah, at that point, CM Punk had it. Drew goes to turn away on the table. CM Punk sweeps the leg, Johnny. He grabs his leg and trips him. So Drew fucking falls, hits the table, rolls off. CM Punk takes the brace off of his bad arm. He puts it on his good arm and runs up and fucking clotheslines Drew McIntyre's like face with the fucking metal brace. So at that point, then you hear Senior Money in the Bank's fucking music hit. Damian Priest, he comes out, dude. He was fucking
no.
running.
So okay, get the full reason it's 4 stars. He does that to Drew. Drew's on the ground.
Yeah.
He turns to Punk turns to Drew's wife, blows her a kiss,
That's
and
true.
lingers on it just long enough for Damian Priest's music to hit.
Yeah, and the
Punk
smile.
turns around, looks shocked, and then immediately it creeps into this shit-eating smirk.
Yeah, CM
And,
Punk has
yeah,
the
and Priest
biggest
runs down.
shit-eating grin because he knows what's going to happen. And Damian Priest comes out with the Money in the Bank where he can cash it in on any champion at any time. So he picks this moment where Drew is laid out after getting hit with a metal brace by CM Punk to come out, and he's running at like Mach 4. And he absolutely blasts fucking Drew's face and head with the briefcase. Like it went flying off into the fucking
so hard
sunset.
that the briefcase itself almost flies into the crowd.
Yeah. So then I love that it was the quick cash in. It wasn't the bullshit like when you're trying to save a game in a fucking video game. Like, are you sure you want to cash this in right now? This contract, you want to use it to cash in on that man? Are you sure? Are you certain? Are you 100%? Like, is like, I'm cashing this in, and that's it. Rolls him into the ring, fucking hits him with the side choke slam. He fucking picked him up so high in the air, too.
Yeah, the South of Heaven choke slam has really grown on me because he sits down with it.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of Kevin Nash doing his big sidewalk slam, where he's just holding you under his arm, and the way he swings his leg out and just drops his whole body. The South of Heaven choke slam is pretty nice. Priest is a big dude. Yeah, he's not a big dude, but like Drew McIntyre's fucking massive. Like Undertaker's a big dude, Emto, but like Kane, he's the big red machine.
There's just a lot more meat on the frame.
Yeah, like Drew McIntyre's arm is as thick as Damian Priest's leg. Like that's just nothing. You know what I mean? It's how it is. So yeah, it was still impressive by the two of them to make it look so good. Yeah, the South of Heaven chokeslam looked fucking massive. Hits him with the chokeslam. 1, 2, 3. New champ. Holy shit. Good shit. It was so weird too. Here I have another note. This is where I didn't like Samantha as the ring announcer. See, and this is what I'm saying. If I notice you as a ring announcer where I'm making multiple little notes, that you bother me. Damian Priest is cashing in his contract? Like the way she went like so high and cracked. I just imagine like the fucking SpongeBob like bullshit. Like, yeah, dude. This is the way she said it. I was like, this is terrible. But anyways, let's not dwell on that. So then we get one of my favorite parts of the night. And dude, I didn't even take all the notes for the fucking hilarious shit he said. Snoop Doggy Dogg comes out to announce the Philadelphia street fight. Supposedly Irvin doesn't want to know the results of matches ahead of time. Oh, okay. So Snoop Dogg comes out to Gin and Juice. They're going to have the Philadelphia street fight with Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. And whoever that chick is, B-Fab.
Yeah, the only remaining member of Swerve's WWE crew.
I'll be honest, I don't ever remember hearing this name, so it's the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley against the Final Testament. I hate this name.
That's what they've been. That's why like the logo is like a cross with an extra thing.
Yeah, so you've got
Hit Row is what Swerve's faction became after he left.
Yeah,
it's still Hit Row. She's the only remaining member.
Yeah, so Street Profits and Bobby Lashley looked pretty fly in the Eagles colors. That was pretty dope. They're wearing the dark green. Killer Cross, Sexy Scarlet, and the AOP. Yeah, so what's their name again? The Authors of Pain, right? So yeah, Karrion Kross, who looks like $1 million, by the way. I like him with a shaved head or a full head of hair. Like either way, I'm there.
And the in between when he had like short hair, but it was still hair and not bald, also looked good. Like dude can do anything.
Yeah, the guy looks like $1 million no matter what. He also looks massive. And to look that big next to the Authors of Pain, Toka and Razor. Is great. Akam.
They're Akam's Razor. It's Razor and Akam.
Toka and Razor and Karrion Kross as Super Shredder. Scarlett will play the part of April O'Neil. Another NXT guy killed by Vince got turned into Lord Humongous. Yeah, not even Lord Humongous, bro. Like the Gladiator. That shit was fucking stupid. So, yeah, dude. As I'm watching these guys come out, Authors of Pain and all them, I was like, my notes here are they Mad Max cosplayers? Holy shit, Snoop Dogg just said the same thing. He straight up commented on the Final Testament looking like, oh, and I'm sorry, they also came out with Paul Ellering. He straight up said like they look like they were out of Mad Max, which I thought was hilarious because like Snoop Dogg and I being on the same level was great. So yeah. Snoop Dogg says something when the match starts with like, that was a Metallica hit. Like, what the fuck, dude? They got triple kendo sticks being used on Bobby Lashley. This is gonna be fast and loose as far as a recap because it was chaotic and you got all these bodies involved. Snoop Dogg has saved WrestleMania back-to-back time. Yeah, I agree with that actually. Yeah, Snoop Dogg on commentary was great. So, you've got the Authors of Pain and Karrion Kross using kendo sticks. On Bobby Lashley, one of them broke. They were hitting him fucking hard.
All of them broke. They all hit
eventually,
them until
but one
all
broke.
of the sticks broke.
Yeah, but like when during the first attack, one broke like right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then they pick him up. I forget who did it, but they set up a chair, and they've got a metal chair set up, and they hang him out with like a neck breaker onto the back of the fucking chair, which looked brutal. Dawkins got the whooping stick next. I fucking put it in my notes here again. Like, fuck, Cross looks fucking massive. Authors of Pain get that car crash powerbomb. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. Where they both get somebody in the position up high for a powerbomb, and they run across the ring and smash their backs into each other and then powerbomb the shit out of them.
Yeah, they cheers them.
Yeah, they've been doing that for like ever since they came into the Federation. So yeah, I love that shit. Then Snoop Dogg after that says, somebody call the police. My mic, 1 second. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're back. So yeah, I agree with the whole like Snoop Dogg has saved WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, him and introducing Bubba Ray as the special guest referee really like made this something like people paid attention to at all, because like going into this was like the most like, this is when we're going to the bathroom match on the whole card, like both nights.
I would agree with that. Hopefully I fixed the audio. I unplugged my mic there real quick. My bad. So yeah, the somebody call the cops was great. Montez hits a massive flip from the top rope to the outside against AOP. Snoop on commentary is just gold.
Was that the diagonal one?
Yeah.
Where he goes, yeah, he fucking... So, again, I don't love this guy. He is super athletic, but I don't think he, like, uses it to the potential he can. Like, he is nothing compared to his wife, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Bianca Belair is way better.
But yeah, this one spot is probably the most impressive thing I've ever seen him do, where he dives at the turnbuckle at the corner and like parkour hand pats the the thing with all the ads on it. I guess the Jesus Christ, what the
corner
turnstile isn't, but like the pole, whatever it's got.
Yeah, it's the corner pole.
The ring post. There.
Yeah, the ring post. There you go. You got there.
He double hand pats that and then like uses that to push himself even more forward while flying through the air.
Yeah,
and
he
does like
leapfrogs it.
Yeah, it was. I've never seen somebody do that.
Yeah, it was fucking dope. Honestly, I compare him a lot to Kofi Kingston, where I don't really like him in the ring much. I definitely don't like him on the mic, but like he does some cool ass shit during matches sometimes. Like he has very high highs. And not just because he jumps high.
He does unique stuff, but more often than not, very much like Kofi, it's like unique in that it's just kind of like cringy. Like, I mean, cool, nobody else is doing that, but like there's a reason. That wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But yeah, he crashes into, I think, both of the AOP guys in the corner outside of the ring, and I'm pretty sure he's done for the match after that.
Yeah, after that, I don't think we really see him a lot. You get a slam.
We don't see them for like the rest of the match either. really like, because we're only like halfway through right now, and we don't see, they're just on the floor the rest of the match. I think all three of them.
Yeah.
It was weird. I don't know if somebody got hurt or what.
Yeah, so also you get a slam onto the chair from Bobby Lashley to Karrion Kross. So that was pretty impressive. Scarlett, Karrion Kross's lady, she gets in there and hits Bobby Lashley with the kendo stick. And then you get B-Fab getting Scarlett out of there, and they're on the outside of the apron, and she does like a Russian leg sweep to the outside. They fucking go through a table, which is pretty crazy. 62 months! Thank you for the resub, Gerger. What up, man? How you doing, brother? Welcome. So, yeah, so B-Fab takes out Scarlett, but then they're both dead. So then you've got a very casual, slow, but devastating looking side suplex from Kross onto Bobby Lashley. And then does a DDT onto a chair. So, yeah, dude. How dead? All the deads. DED deads. Oh, and I forgot to mention, for this Philadelphia street fight, Bubba Ray Dudley, Bully Ray, a.k.a., the biggest member of the Dudley Boys at this point, he was the special guest referee. So at this point, Kross gets into Bubba's face, and Bubba Ray Dudley got the glasses out and put them on, which was pretty good. And Kross is just like, I don't even want to fuck with this guy. So then Karrion Kross gets double teamed, or triple teamed actually, where I think it was Dawkins jumped off the top rope for the was up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he gets held, his legs get held out by Bobby Lashley and Montez Ford, and they do the Dudley Boys, what's up? And then he headbutts Kross in the dick. At this point, Bubba Ray is clearly on their side, and then they all take turns. It's like a train where he hits him, get the table, hits him, like, they all go through the whole line of getting the table, which is pretty cool. And while they're
and then they get the table.
Yep.
And because Bobby Lashley's a fucking idiot, he just fucking, so like, you pull the legs out and there's this thing, it's like a brace that braces the legs, and you just lock it into place, and it jiggles around and it makes noise and you always know it's there, and you just lock it into place, and then the legs are up. So Bobby doesn't know how that technology works.
Nope.
And they flip the table over, and it immediately falls over and breaks as soon as they put Karrion Kross on it. So they're like, you know what? It's fine. Before the you fucked up chance can even start, we'll go out, we'll get another one, we'll just keep it fucking moving. We're going to break 2 tables, and one of them the correct way. And they go to do it again. Bobby doesn't understand the technology again.
Yeah.
And stops him, and they click the brace into place, and then they flip it over before he fucking ruins the spot a second time.
Yep. Yeah, meanwhile, Karrion Kross, to avoid him recovering from falling through the table, Montez Ford, went off on him with the fucking kendo stick. He turned it into splinters to, keep him down so they could put him on the table again. I've been on Unicorn Overdank. Oh, Unicorn Overlord, how you liking it, Gerger? So yeah, then after that, they get Kross on the table. Ford fucking does the splash through the table, and they get the 3 count. The other note I had in here is that first off, we had the Minute Maid Agua Frescas, right? Then we had Wingstop. Now we had Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice being advertised during this match. This shit's sus and low-key racist.
Well, I mean,
that's funny.
That's why Snoop was on commentary.
I know, but still, he had to be on commentary when you have a whole team of black guys wrestling in a match. Just saying. Moving on, match 3. Paul's favorite match of the night.
What I'm curious about is just, was he...
Oh, actually, I forgot to star that match. I'm going to give it a solid... I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It was good.
was Snoop supposed to do commentary, or did they just like bring him out to help make it more interesting? Because I don't
Probably
think
that. You know what? Because of Snoop on commentary, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars.
prior to the start of the event that day, it was not a Philadelphia street fight, and Bubba Ray was not involved.
Yeah. And the Prime logo, the friggin' Prime shit, which you guys will shred. Yeah, the Prime logo being in the fucking ring was stupid.
I mean, but the whole point of it is like yeah, it sucks, but it's also like money for the company, and you could just use it as part of the Logan Paul storyline, and like everybody already, hates him or loves him anyway, so it all works together so well. It's like the best way they could do something like this. When it eventually changes from Prime to something else, then we'll see how it goes and how much like more obnoxious it is. But I don't know. If this had been the original match, just the 3v3 tag, like I can't imagine this being like better than 2 stars. But throwing in Bubba Ray and Snoop on commentary, who at the end of the match blatantly misread the numbers for people in attendance.
Oh yeah.
He just threw a 420 into it because he wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the Street Profits or Bobby Lashley really, and Authors of Pain are fine, but I love Karrion Kross, and I just this feels like a faction that they put together just to start losing. Like they came out, they're heels. This is their first big feud, and they lost it. It's just I'm not happy with anything that's going on. But trying to not get caught up on that and actually rank the match for what it was. Let me say.
Yeah.
Probably a 3.5. I'd like to go 4, but I think it could have had more big spots, especially with how huge and indestructible 3/4 of the people involved in this match.
Yeah, I feel like Toka and Razor didn't do anything other than the powerbomb shit, and that was pretty much it. They were kind of
match for them.
Yeah. Played a little bit of Dragon's Crown. Haven't played Onin Spear. Oh yeah, I love both those games, Emto. Great. So match number 3, we get LA Knight versus LA Knight versus evil AJ Styles. Yeah. Real fuck all business, dude. LA Knight just came down to the ring, dude. He was a man on a mission. What I really liked is his boots were very much inspired by, I know Click fucking noticed this shit right away. He was wearing boots that were inspired by Air Jordan 12s. So those bad boys right there on the right hand side. Versus juiced AJ Styles. Yeah, dude, he is Super Saiyan AJ Styles right now. He is hanging out with The Rock and Randy Orton, dude. This is the biggest AJ Styles has ever fucking been. He is crazy fucking jacked right now. Yeah, but LA Knight already wore Air Jordan 11 inspired boots, and he had the Air Jordan 12, so I really like that. This is another match where I love LA Knight. Yes, he's a shameless fusion of the 90s era attitude fucking wrestlers of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Paul fucking hates him.
Yeah, he's absolutely fine to good in the ring. Nothing he does is oh, that's fucking, why do you do that? That's bad. But nothing he does is super impressive to me. And I just the fact that his
that's
persona...
wild. What's wild, Click? I loved him since Eli Drake, but I get the Rock Austin impersonation. Yeah, but he also just talks like The Rock. Have you just heard him, Emto, where he's not trying to? The Rock with his disco outfit at WrestleMania? Well, I don't know about disco outfit. Definitely the bootcut pants, though. He likes those bootcut pants. Paul can't hate him as much as Kevin Nash. I don't know. How much do you dislike LA Knight?
what
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give LA Knight, Paul?
Well,
1
no,
being the
time out.
worst, 10 being the
What's
best.
happening here? Do I hate LA Knight more than I hate Kevin Nash, or do I hate LA Knight more than
No,
Kevin
LA
Nash
Knight
hates
is
LA
hated
Knight?
by Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash talks shit about him.
Kevin Nash is a good man.
I mean, I never had a problem with
No,
LA
I just
Knight.
yeah like you said, he's not doing a voice; it just is his voice.
That's
but
the
fact
extent of
that
my Kevin Nash impersonation.
his voice is Stone Cold doing an impression of The Rock. I can't fucking it's fucking just nails on a chalkboard. I can't.
I love him.
Can't stand it.
He's great. LA Knight is like a creative character that you would make in a wrestling game where you just take moves from The Rock. You take like The Rock's entrance and like his charisma.
LA.
You just steal stuff from Stone Cold here. He comes out wearing Jordans. He's my like creative character. If he were bald, he would be a guy I would make in a wrestling game.
LA Knight in the ring, a 6 or 7. He's fine. LA
I mean, that's
Knight
better
on
than
the
5.
mic,
That's above average.
he's fine.
5 is a fine. Stick to your guns.
No, 5 is average. 6
Yeah,
or
5 is
7
average.
fine.
6 is fine.
he's
7 is
fine.
good.
He's fine.
So he's a 6 then.
He's fine.
7 is fucking good. 8 is great. 9 is almost perfect. 10's perfect. So if you're
Yeah, I mean,
saying
you're
6,
you're just making. Has this been established anywhere before? You're
yes,
just making
it's
up
been
words
established
for
all over the place.
9 is incredible. 10 is incredible. Plus 8 is negative incredible. 7 fine.
No. 7 is good.
No, but on the mic, it's I like. Over time, it has gone from this does nothing.
See,
for
Click
me.
says, yes, this is how 1 to 10 works.
On the mic, it has gone from like this isn't for me to like I hate this. I hate like him choking on a piece of gum and
I mean,
having the
shit
crowd.
happens, dude. I've choked on
sure.
a piece of gum when I'm in a basketball match.
That's the best thing he's ever done. Is just choke on a piece of gum and have the crowd regurgitate his catchphrase.
I mean, do you like Stone Cold Steve Austin's what?
Yeah, but for like
See?
he doesn't
How do you
he
like
doesn't-
what, but
he-
you don't like
Stop,
yeah?
stop. He doesn't use it the same. Stone Cold uses it as a method for the crowd to talk shit on his behalf to the other person talking while they are talking. And LA Knight just does it.
I don't know, man. I could understand, like, if you hated Austin's
you don't get-
what?
You don't get yeah between like syllables and between sentences when
Oh,
other
yes,
people
you
are
fucking
talking.
do, man. You get yes all the time. The what countdown is always hilarious. You knew you knew an ass kicking was coming. Yeah, it's okay to not like someone as long as you know you're in the wrong.
I mean, I know that like
He knows
everybody
he's in the
loves him.
minority.
I know that people love him. I can't fucking stand it.
I do not like Sammy, but I know that I'm wrong in that. Okay, I got you. That's internet ratings, not actual ratings. Gotcha. I went back to watch Takeover 36 today. Nice. AJ is just another world. What do you mean, Emto? Knight's in good shape for 41 years old. Oh, he's just in good shape in general. Like, I'm not even gonna qualify that by an age. He's just in great fucking shape.
Yeah, I had no idea he was 41.
Yeah, he's up there. That's why everyone acts like he's so young. Like, oh, they'll have time to push him later. And it's like, he's over 40, bro. Like, I understand he's in good shape, but the fact of the matter is, I mean, he's no fucking CM Punk or anything, but I'm not worried about him falling apart if somebody touches him.
He's got like a reliable 5 years left.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on the DDP timeline. You got to use that time now. Yeah, exactly. Does anyone in here want Fallout 76 on Xbox or PC? I have 2 keys. I got one for free. Oh, hey, that's cool. How'd you get that, Construct?
Crimes.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, LA Knight comes out. He's all business. Like, these two guys fucking hate each other. Their little scuffle that took place before WrestleMania Night 2, where AJ had the bloody nose and shit, and he's like cussing out LA Knight. You almost never hear AJ Styles cuss. So that was pretty good. So yeah, this is like a heated fucking match. They start off the match, real fucking fast exchange. AJ hits the rope like so fucking fast that he like just goes over it when LA Knight gets out of the way. And then LA Knight, while AJ Styles is on the outside of the ring, does the dive through front drop kick to him, which is pretty cool. They're brawling outside. There's a whole lot of fucking yas happening with each headbang on the table from LA Knight to AJ, which is pretty great. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, he's got AJ Styles banging his head on the table and everyone's yang with him. I mean, like, do you not find that fun, Paul?
No, because LA Knight is doing it.
All right, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to try to convince you. It's cool. I mean, there's been wrestlers that I have hated, and sometimes I'll come around, sometimes I don't. So, Prime Gaming giveaway crap for a new show that just dropped. Oh, nice. So I thought AJ was great, and now you guys are telling me he was even better?
Yeah.
Oh,
AJ
God,
now?
Click. Okay, let's put it into Dragon Ball Z terms, Paul.
Hold on. So just quickly.
Okay.
Aside from the fact that now AJ is very nearly Drew McIntyre if he was a foot shorter physically.
I almost spit out my tea.
He's just built now. Aside from that, which he wasn't in the past, he was always in good shape, but he's like muscle guy now.
He was in phenomenal shape, but yeah, he was not a body guy, but he wasn't like a high flyer like Jeff Hardy. He was always stocky and built.
But he used to be, like, there's nobody in WWE to compare him to. He used to be on the level of like Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay.
I was gonna say he's Will Ospreay version 1.0.
He's beta.
Yeah.
Beta Ospreay.
Yeah, he walked so Will Ospreay could run.
And then do like a cartwheel handspring backflip.
Yeah. Oh, you also have Fallout Tactics 2 construct? Nice. So yeah, you get a bunch of yes while AJ's getting his head slammed on the table. The storytelling they were going with here was AJ taking out LA Knight's leg. So that was what was happening here. You got LA Knight with a reversal into the Russian leg sweep. And then he fucking runs, knees him in the corner, hits a big DDT. The match was just flowing so fast, I wasn't even taking like play-by-play notes because it was just moving so fucking quickly. These guys were moving so fast and efficiently, it was just hard to keep up without pausing and going back, you know? The top rope suplex that gets reversed by AJ Styles, like instead of getting suplex, he slips out of it and he gets LA Knight into like a stun gun, like drops him on the fucking turnbuckle and then hits him with a German. Gets him a little pancake move into a pin. Like, all of that was very fucking smooth, dude. It was just bang, bang, bang. LA Knight made me crave some Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, just like the succession of moves they were hitting was so quick, dude. AJ slowly goes to the top rope and it gets reversed. LA Knight, that's that top rope move where he hopped up to, if you know old wrestling, you'll know what I'm talking about. My father, Kurt Angle, he did like Kurt Angle did, and he just leapt up to the fucking top rope, which is crazy. And did a giant overhead flipping German suplex. Like, he just released AJ, and AJ just did like a backflip. So yeah, still flips pretty good. Yeah, that's a good example of that shit right there, Click, because a lot of that is on AJ, obviously. But LA Knight, athleticism, dude, he just hop up to the fucking third rope like that, and then it just a release fucking German suplex from the top rope. Like, that's insane. So that was really fucking good. It was a big spot. AJ gets the I refuse to call it anything else. He gets a calf killer on him.
Yeah, what do they call it now? Calf crusher?
Sure, some other stupid name. So he gets his submission, his leg submission move on LA Knight.
And that's cool because, you know, as AJ gets older and he's going to be less flippy dippy, he becomes this more Yeah, like target the leg because you know the calf crusher killer, the calf mangler is coming, and
Yeah.
like that's such a legit fucking move. Like,
he gets
have you
decaffeinated. Oh, that's great.
have you ever had something like put into a joint and then force the joint to close?
Yeah,
like
it's
your
awful.
elbow, your knee, whatever. That is excruciating.
Yeah, it's terrible. I like that. Yeah, I do too. I hated that the R35 Skyline was given to a couple who won't be able to get out of the car, let alone enjoy the car, but I'm just jealous. I get that, Click. I feel you. That's why I
was that
didn't
a
even cover
Skyline?
that shit.
I thought it was like a fucking Mustang or some shit.
I don't know what it
It
was,
just-
but either way, they're not going to be able to enjoy it. I miss his spiral tap, but he's older, so I get... Oh, yeah, the spiral tap, yeah.
They fully had no idea what was happening when the keys were handed to them. Like,
Yeah, no,
I'm sure they tried.
Skyline. Yep, Skyline. Okay. I trust you.
Is it a new one? Didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know shit about cars.
Yeah,
but did
yeah,
they
yeah, it's a
stop
newer one.
releasing those?
Yeah. I'll bet Click has a diecast model of it somewhere. Probably. So, yeah, he gets Calf Killer on LA Knight. We get a rope break, another brawl outside. LA Knight removes the floor mat. And, like, I don't know what's up in the... Because they're at the Link, the big fucking stadium in Philly. And, like, what was up with the floor? It looked like plastic or something underneath it instead of concrete.
Yeah, it looked like just another type of like grating down on top of what would have been.
Yeah,
the
like
concrete.
jigsawed, like, some kind of fucking hard plastic or something like that. But either way, he's removing the mat because that's how much he hates AJ Styles. He's gonna kill him on it. I stole your husband's construct. Nice. He's gonna go, I think, to pile driver AJ Styles. AJ Styles back body drops LA Knight onto the exposed floor, the second hardest place in the arena.
Right behind the ring apron, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
For anyone who doesn't know, the ring apron is the hardest part of the ring.
Explains why he's been such a bitch today. So LA Knight rolls back into the ring before they get the 10 count. He gets in there at 9.5 seconds.
That shit was crazy too. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? You like get to 7 or 8 would have been fine.
Yeah, no, he fucking jumped up off the floor. He levitated back into the ring before the 10 count, before he got disqualified or TKO'd, whatever. Then AJ goes for the springboard 450 splash, and LA Knight puts his fucking knees up. That looked rough, dude. Like, damn. And because AJ Styles has been going after LA Knight's leg during the match, yeah, he avoided getting splashed from AJ, but also he hurt his leg more because AJ landed on it. So it was like an even exchange. They're both laying there hurt. They both get up. They're hurt at this point. You get a yeah, boo, yeah, boo, yeah exchange. Then when LA Knight starts winning with multiple yeah punches, AJ decides he's had enough and flashes his soccer mom status with a fucking Pele kick to the dome. LA Knight goes down. He goes for the Styles Clash. Gets countered with like a calf kick to the face, which is pretty good. And then AJ rolls out real quick, goes for the phenomenal forearm, but he counters it, hits him with the what do you call it? The blunt force trauma, the BFT for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, great match.
I also just like as a finisher, I don't love that. Just in general, I don't like that move. I don't.
I love the name. I also don't like the move. I agree with you.
Solid name, but like, and it's way too close to Skull Crushing finale.
I knew you were gonna say it because I don't like that move either.
But
I miss his Gravy Train.
Skull Crushing finale is way better than this though.
Yeah, I don't love the move.
As a move, the name Blunt Force Trauma is better than Skull Crushing Finale.
Yeah,
which
I
is
agree.
Still kind of fun.
BFT is a fucking cool name. Anything with like RKO, BFT, DDT, 1, 2, 3, like whatever, it's all good. Like the stroke. No, I hate the stroke. The stroke is terrible. That's one of the many reasons I hated Double J for many years. The stroke sucks. Like, if you could do the stroke, you might as well just do a flatliner. I think it's a better move. The stroke is like one of the dumbest, most easily reversible moves ever. The one thing I do like about the BFT is because he does grab it with like a 3/4 like front face neck breaker. So at least he's got it locked in and you can't just like, you know, he does drop you forward on your head.
Yeah, it's such a... The suspension of disbelief only goes so far, and it's so hard to make a move where you're like, the guy is behind you, and I'm supposed to believe that you falling forward is gonna hurt him.
I mean, the Stone Cold Stunner.
Well, no, you're sitting down, and the vibrations shooting up through your ass into your shoulder are crippling their face and down their spine.
What if LA Knight just leaned into it and did a stunner and they pop up? It's not the Stone Cold Stunner. So he's not allowed to pin off that. But while they're stunned, he just gets them for the rock bottom. And so he hits a stunner rock bottom, and you can just call that blunt force trauma. Boom, done. Call it the BFB, the blunt force bottom.
If like, you know when you're doing like a reverse neck breaker and like you're back to back and like you grab the one guy's neck and then you drop with it?
Yeah.
If he got them like that and then he fell forward, like I'd buy that more.
Oh, it's like a hangman neck breaker then.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would agree with that. Having the guy fall back like that would be worse.
It's just like, and honestly, it was like, this was a solid match. I
thought it was great. 4 stars, man.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
It was real fast.
Right.
There wasn't any wasted movement. I loved it.
The thing that I don't understand though is that these guys have.
I love how sad you sounded. By the way, yeah, 4 stars. Just because you hate LA Knight.
But these guys have been feuding since like early February, maybe January, basically all year. And this is like their first actual match together. So for LA Knight to win it, and like we're not going on in like a series, there's no like reason for a rematch kind of a thing. I just like I
think there's reason for a rematch. Just fucking AJ Styles the way he came into the ring.
He's only got 5 of his career left. He needs to win a title.
Yeah, whatever. 4 stars from an AF wrestler. You really like this match? Yeah, me too, Mto. I feel like this match was put on efficiently. Again, we're getting evil AJ Styles, but we're not getting like prime AJ Styles. I get it. We're getting steroid Super Saiyan Styles, but you know, that's fine. It was still a good solid match. Moved real fast, very polished. Well done. Both guys did a great job. Thought it was awesome. So they announced they're talking about the King and Queen of the Ring. Is this first time they're doing that? They didn't do that last year, right?
I feel like Queen of the Ring has happened before, but also maybe not.
I feel like it's a Mandela effect thing. Have they done it before? Queen Zelina? Do they don't do it every year, do they, Mto? Ooh, man, Zelina Vega, by the way, we need to touch on that. Queen Zelina. How did you guys like Zelina Vega's cosplay, by the way? Last year was the first time? Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy. Thank you, Mto. So, Queen of Stolen Artwork. Yeah, okay, so there's a thing. There's a prop maker that made Zelina Vega some wings. She made her like a mecha chancla that she came out holding at WrestleMania. That's all bedazzled and shit. A headset, like a whole cosplay thing, right? And I just saw this morning. The person that made it for her had to refund all the money back because the address that was given to the prop maker by Zelina Vega and or someone in the Zelina Vega camp, right? It could have been an assistant, whatever. But the address that was given to this prop maker from their client was an old address. So whose fault is that?
The person who ordered, right? The person who ordered it, right?
Yeah.
They gave the wrong address.
Yeah,
you used
absolutely.
a lot of words,
right? Yeah. So the person who ordered it is supposed to provide the correct address. They did not. You didn't do your job. So then the prop maker makes said things and it gets sent to Florida. So if you make something out of like foam and hot glue, how well do you think it holds up in the Florida environment if it's just left out in a box for days in the heat?
Well, if it's left out in a box for days, an alligator ate it, so it's not going to hold up well.
Probably, yeah. Or at the very least, what happened, and all the hot glue gun and the glue stuff that was done in the costuming came undone. So then the cosplay creator gets hit with, this is defective, and the creator's like, well, if it was sent to the wrong place and, you know, sent back and forth, it was sitting there, yada, yada, yada. Humidity is going to ruin that adhesive. Yeah, humidity, heat. I mean, I've seen perfect work for like 3D printing or foam armor made by cosplayers, professional cosplayers, Construct, get completely ruined by the Arizona sun because it just gets so hot here. God forbid you leave something that was 3D printed in your car for more than a few minutes in 120 degrees, right? So it'll just ruin your shit. So the prop maker made multiple attempts trying to, make this right. I'll repair the things, I'll send them back to you, even offering to hand deliver shit. And gets told that their work is, not good and they're being unprofessional and it's unsatisfactory and all this shit. They took on this project from Zelina Vega, this little cosplay that she could come out with at like last second notice. They had to, because they were working so hard on this, they had to cancel other commissions from other customers. So because this was a rush job, this was made the #1 priority. Didn't get any exposure on social media. No fucking props were given, no tagging, any of that shit. And then all of this stuff was refunded, but Zelina Vega kept the headset and kept the Mecha Chunkla and essentially got it for free because all the rest of the money was refunded. And again, this prop maker has all the fucking receipts and it's just really shitty. And then other creators were chiming in on this, that this isn't the first time that it's happened. It's also not the second time it's happened. So now, you're going to end up with, you can't even give someone, exposure. And it sucks, because I know people who've met Zelina Vega and hung out with her, and they say she's really fucking cool. And it just sucks to, have someone basically scam a fucking cosplay creator. Speaking of professional cosplayers, you showed up on my TikToks For You page earlier today via that giant dude who dresses as Toph. Oh man, sorry, coughing. Really? That's funny. Was it our Airbender skit, Construct? That's hilarious. Maybe I should just make a TikTok so he could tag me and shit. It was? Oh yeah. What did you think of it?
Terrible.
Did you see it, Paul?
No.
Oh, fuck you. I thought it was funny. I mean, it was all Jason's idea. Perfect, 10 out of 10. Thank you, Construct. I'm not going to listen to some guy who doesn't even like LA Knight. Completely believable. Absolutely. Thought it was actually there. Thank you. So yeah, King and Queen of the Ring are talked about. The ECW theme still goes hard. Paul Heyman came out with the other Hall of Fame inductees. The only one I really cared about was Bull Nakano doing fucking badass kata with the nunchucks. She's a legend. And Paul Heyman, of course. There was a Bray Wyatt, that documentary ad thing going on, and when they came back from it, everybody, all the fireflies were lit up in the crowd. I thought that was a nice moment. Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool.
I still need to watch that. I haven't yet because it's 2 hours and I know I'll cry.
I haven't watched it yet because I don't want to be sad. So we talked about that during the night one discussion. So then we've got match number 4, a triple threat for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship between Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, KO, and Logan Paul. Logan Paul is so good. I agree. Logan Paul is so good that, like, older wrestling fans like myself, they don't want to like Logan Paul, have to begrudgingly give him credit and end up liking him.
And younger, like, more hip wrestling fans like me also.
Yeah. Paul is such an old man. Get the fuck out of here with that. So, Logan Paul came out on a Prime Cannon truck with his dumb bottle mascots. And it was pretty good. What I really liked is the storytelling here, where on night one, Sami Zayn was going out to wrestle Walter, aka Gunther. And you had Kevin Owens hyping him up. Now Kevin Owens is walking through gorilla position in the back, and Sami Zayn fucking tells him, "It's your turn now." That was a nice fucking moment.
Yeah.
That midair collision last year was something else. I agree. Can't know the hustle. Yeah, man. He's definitely poured his heart and soul into wrestling. So yeah, Kevin Owens hyping up Sami Zayn. Very cool. Owens sees the Prime truck, and like after he comes out on the ramp, and he fucking goes backstage and gets a fucking golf cart with Kevin Owens duct tape on the KO duct tape on the front of it. Fucking hilarious, dude.
Then he drives that shit halfway down to the ring, and Randy Orton's music starts.
Yeah.
He just slaps it into reverse and goes back up to pick up Orton, because there's like a mounted handle so Orton can ride on it like a fucking chariot into battle.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So, can't knock the hustle. Yeah, I got you, Click. So yeah, Randy Orton's riding on the back of the golf cart. The Kevin Owens. I love Randy Orton. Is just like, Kevin Owens like, come on. And Randy Orton's like, yeah, fuck it. So, that was pretty good. And the two of them, they decided they're gonna double team Logan Paul.
The Kevin Owens like personality is so like
exactly like that construct.
It's so like I want to say like logical. It's just like a dude in the situation. He doesn't react like wrestlers in a wrestling situation. He just reacts like a dude in the situation of wrestlers. And like
yeah,
them,
I agree with that.
Them being a team and just beating the shit out of Logan Paul because fuck that guy. And then eventually he's like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this now. All right,
we'll get there to that.
Yeah. I just his whole persona is very endearing because it feels like he's not doing it right, but he's doing it like the best way.
Yeah. He's just a dude. So yeah, like Logan Paul right off the bat takes two pretty beefy bumps on the table. Randy and Kevin Owens continue to double team Logan Paul. Finally, Orton and Kevin Owens both go to pin him at the same time, and they finally realize it's a triple threat. And so, at that point, Logan Paul is like dead on the ground, and you've got Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a little stare down, and you know, they're just kind of like, all right, are we good? We gonna, like, Kevin Owens says something along the lines of, well, we're gonna have to do it eventually. And Randy Orton immediately goes for a fucking RKO. Kevin Owens pushes him off. And Randy Orton's is just looking like, you know, the whole Scorpion and the Frog story. It's like, what do you want? I'm the Viper. Yeah. What do you expect? So that's at that point is what Paul said. Like, Kevin Owens is like, you want to do this now? And so they just start beating the shit out of each other. They just start punching each other in the face. Which is pretty cool. But while they're fighting, dude, Logan Paul has instant transmission to the apron. and they don't notice he's there because they're in there punching the shit out of each other. And he does a flip over the top rope into a double clothesline, double buckshot lariat. Fuck, dude. It looks good too.
It's frustrating how it's just the Logan Paul condition, I guess.
Yeah.
Like everything he does looks fucking great.
Yeah. It's true. There's so many people that want to fucking hate him and they can't, dude. Like he's just poured his heart and soul into WWE. And I mean, here, his company that's like probably worth over $1 billion or whatever the fuck, like they're helping sponsor WrestleMania, dude. So as annoying as the Prime logo is in the middle of the mat, Emto, I look at the positive sides of that. Like, this guy fucking cares so much about wrestling, he's helping fund it.
Yeah,
and I can't hate on that,
money
dude.
That like that fucking it is. It's like that clip that I sent you where he's being interviewed, and I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of show. There's a lot of people like around him, and he says that like straight up his first match with Kevin Owens was so much harder than his match with Floyd fucking Mayweather.
Yeah.
Because the Floyd Mayweather match, it was just Floyd. All he had to do was worry about the one other guy in the ring being Floyd. Whereas anything in WWE, you've got your opponent, all of the things you need to be able to do to mesh with all of the things they are or can do, as well as the like 10, 20, 30, 60,000 people in the crowd, because they are the reason that you're doing this. And he talks about how like seriously he takes all of this, and it's like, fuck, man, like I cannot hate you.
Yeah, you gotta respect it, dude. Can't knock the hustle. And it comes off as very authentic. It doesn't come off like he's faking this shit. And like he knows he's a natural heel, and I love that he leans into it. But like he's like nice guy heel, where he's still like, yeah, dude, it's great.
He's nice until the boos get to him, and then he's like, shut up, you're all retarded.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still like, so just like, it's not over the top heel like say MJF, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, so he hits the buckshot lariat. He goes and splashes Randy in the curtain, and he turns back to go to Kevin Owens and eats a super kick. He falls into the corner with his back against Randy Orton's stomach, and they both slump to the ground. And Kevin Owens does like a running front flip cannonball into both men in the corner. Have I ever played Obscure, Death Crow? I have. I still have Obscure on the Wii. Why do you ask? So yeah, Kevin Owens hits them both in the corner, which looked pretty brutal.
Is Obscure the girl and the dog in the Haunted Mansion?
No, you're thinking of Haunting Ground.
Yep.
Obscure is like the group of teenagers that was originally on the PS2.
Yeah. I knew it was one of those bad PS2 horror games that.
Yeah, and then they made a second one called Obscurer.
No, really? That's fake. That's fake news.
I'm pretty sure they made an Obscure 2, though. Pretty sure they did. I don't know why. Don't know how. But yeah. So, after they recover and they scuffle, Logan hits a swanton onto Kevin Owens. So, Logan Paul hits a swanton onto Kevin Owens, rolls through it, stands up, and jumps into like a standing frog splash onto Randy Orton. Fucking phenomenal, dude.
A very unique Kevin Owens Rolling Thunder. Like, it was great.
Yeah, it was like watching RVD do some shit. You need a good horror movie to play? You mean horror game? I would say pick up the Dead Space remake if you haven't played it, Death Crow. What's up, Kayla? Hello. How you doing? So yeah, that was such a cool fucking move. And then, even better than that, honestly, was Randy Orton and Logan Paul get into a European uppercut contest that Logan Paul wins, dude. He outstrikes Randy Orton, which is crazy. but it looked really good. Hi. Are you feeling better today? Oh yeah, is that food poisoning gone, Kayla? So yeah, the shot for shot with Randy Orton, and then like Orton's fucking knees just buckled. That was pretty great. But
It's
then
because he's such a strong boxer.
yeah, well, I mean, he's still just a big fucking dude, you know what I mean? So crazy. I mean, like Undertaker's not a professional boxer, but he's known as one of the best strikers in the business.
He is hands down the best striker in the business. No one can beat him.
I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin, but anyways.
I'm just telling you the stats.
Do you firmly believe that Undertaker's the best striker in wrestling?
That's why his gloves have to have so many pads in them.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's liable to kill a man otherwise.
Undertaker's cup punches are pretty fucked up, though. A guy I only see on Tuesdays and Thursdays was disappointed I wasn't there on Tuesday. He wanted to talk about anime with me. What anime? Duh, you got a stalker. Jesus Christ, Construct, you jump right to that other than, you know, work, buddy. Jesus. Oh, Solo Leveling? Great fucking show. Panda and I finished Frieren the other day. Whoo, bittersweet. Best anime by far. Always assume the worst. Jesus Christ, man. That's dark. So, he beats Randy in strikes, but before he could capitalize, Randy Orton has enough of his shit. He eye rakes him, tosses him out of the fucking ring. Kevin Owens comes at him. He reverses it into the power slam. Logan goes for the buckshot again, but when he lands, when he flips over the ropes, his leg buckles. And Randy fucking scoops him up for another power slam. That was great. He then does the Hangman DDT on both of them, which is pretty fucking awesome. No pin happens. KO gets up. He super kicks both guys. And then an even better combo move than the Swanton into the fucking little frog splash. When Kevin Owens runs up and grabs Randy Orton with the code breaker, he falls back and lands on Logan Paul. Like, that shit was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you ended up marrying your stalker. Technically, I was a stalker in that situation, so I won. At least you're self-aware. Oh, that's great. So yeah, dude, Kevin Owens hitting the Codebreaker Senton combo, fucking sick, dude. Owens has Randy in the corner, and Logan Paul like goes under him and tries to get like the suplex to both men, but he gets countered like immediately, and gets power slammed by Kevin Owens. Like, it looked kind of sloppy, like just the way they fell and everything, but they seem to be fine. And then you get a quick moonsault from Kevin Owens to Logan Paul. So he just dumps him, and then he jumps up, fucking moonsaults him, which looked great. Very fast, too. Just Kevin Owens is one of those guys like Samoa Joe that, like, for his size, goddamn, dude, he moves so well, you know?
Yeah.
I will never get gel polish on my nails again. Why is that, Kayla? So, yeah, after the quick moonsault, it was so smooth. You get the RKO to Kevin Owens. He gets a 2 count. Then Logan Paul's had enough. He busts out the brass knuckles. He misses the big punch. Gets his eyes raked. But is able to come back and punches the shit out of Randy Orton with the brass knuckles. Still only gets a 2 count. Then he lays out Kevin Owens with the knuckles. He punched him twice, too. He punched him to the gut, and he punched him in the face. Like, that was fucked up, dude.
Yeah, the pop.
Yeah, it was fast, too. It was exactly like you just said, Baba. He's like, gut, face. Like, dude, the 1-2 combo. She didn't mean to, but she fucked up my nail beds, so we can keep breaking. Ah, no. Sorry, Kayla. So, yeah, Kevin Owens gets laid out by the brass knucks. And then he picks up Randy Orton goes for the big punch with the brass knuckles. I'm like, oh, this might be the finish here. Randy Orton counters with an RKO out of nowhere, which is pretty fucking great. Everyone's down on the mat. Randy Orton's still a little woozy from the punch. Kevin Owens obviously is dead. Logan Paul just got his fucking face planted into the mat. So, yeah, everybody's fucking down. But Randy Orton is first to his feet. I love this moment, dude. He gets the brass knuckles and he's just holding them like, oh, look what I got. And he just hands it to the referee. It's like, here, man, have these. I don't need these.
The most out of character Randy Orton thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, blew my mind. I have bruises underneath my nails. Jesus Christ, that sounds painful. So yeah, but the way he kind of like smiled too, like, yeah, I don't need this shit. Hands him the brass knuckles. And he's gonna bust out the punt. So yeah, but the Prime mascot saved Logan Paul. And then whoever the guy was, he's some streamer.
I do speed or something.
Yeah. $30, lesson learned. Gotcha. So yeah, whoever this speed guy is, he was the Prime mascot. It was so fucking stupid. He like, I show speed. Okay, thank you, Emto. Yes, Kayla got it too. So he's in the face of Randy Orton.
I prefer speed.
I agree. I think he's a soccer player. So he is a tiny little man compared to Randy Orton. And he barks in his face. Like, what the? Is that supposed to I show meat?
Okay, so Ryan was over for day 2, and he had the boy with him.
Gotcha.
And the only thing, like, the whole day the boy reacts to is that mask coming off. He's like, what? So, yeah, he fucking knew. And I guess because he knew Ryan knew.
Okay.
But, yeah, he's a, like, reactionary streamer, so everything he does is, like, aggressively over the top.
Gotcha.
And unnecessary.
Yeah, but him like arf in like Randy Orton's face, and then Randy Orton's just like whatever.
The barking is a thing he does, I guess. That and screaming.
Well, Randy Orton answers the barking with, "This is Sparta!" and fucking just kicks the fucking hole in this man's torso. Dude, he flew so far when he just Spartan kicked the shit out of him.
And planned or not, the lid of the bottle, which is a separate piece of the costume, goes flying off. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so Randy Orton kicks this man into the past. That was a stiff as heck kick. Oh yeah, dude, he stayed the fuck down. So Randy Orton Spartan kicks him into like last century. He gets manhandled by Randy onto the table, and then Randy, like barely holding him up, barks in his face and hits the most brutal fucking RKO.
Really quick.
Go ahead.
Randy said prior to this, I think it was like that morning or that weekend or whatever, that he's done RKOs all over the place, different, out of this, out of that. And this weekend he was going to be doing the most high risk one he's ever done before. And the reason he says that is because he RKO'd a 19-year-old YouTuber through a table.
Nice. RKO? Yes. Kayla, RKO. Randy Orton's signature move. All I know is that he once accidentally flashed viewers. Yeah, so this right here, Kayla. In case you're not a wrestling fan and you don't know what the RKO is, I would figure you would know what it is just because of the fucking memes. But yeah, the RKO is a devastating finisher in wrestling.
It is his initials. It's Randy Keith Orton, but this is what the move is.
Yep, Randall Keith Orton. Thank you.
Randall Orton is his father.
Yeah, all sorts of RKOs. And he's known for hitting the move like out of nowhere to the point where it became a fucking meme. Yeah, so he RKO'd this dude. Oh man, that fucking one, dude. Evan Bourne is dead. God damn. It's a knockoff Diamond Cutter. Yeah. Goodbye, Big Show. Timber.
Rey Mysterio starting to move.
Rey Mysterio's dead.
You have got to be kidding
Very athletic guys. Yeah, exactly. In the air? Yeah, dude, it's crazy. On the table! Oh, okay. Well, there's one where the table didn't break.
You're
So yeah, it was like a repeat of that shit right there. So yeah, Randy Orton RKO's the shit out of this kid on a table. He's done, dude. He's out. It was brutal. It was fucking rough. New Age Diamond Cutter. Pretty much. I'd still say the Diamond Cutter is better overall. That's just my own personal opinion. And for the RKO being out of nowhere, he will catch people with it, like in the middle of moves for the out of nowhere shit. But DDP actually put the finisher on from like more varied positions. Like he'd get you up on his shoulders, spin you out into like a TKO, Diamond Cutter. He'd get you in the fucking corner. He would get you for like, you'd be in like a front headlock and he'd twist out of it like Jeff Hardy does with the Twist of Fate. Like there was, yeah, Diamond Dallas Page at like the height of his powers, like Diamond Cutter was it, dude. It's in the link I sent, the kick and the other thing. Link you sent where?
You can just
Oh,
see
up
it.
there. I didn't see. Okay, my bad. Whoops, right there. Oh, yeah, dude. Sorry, I missed it, Construct. There it is, the Spartan kick. Oh, god damn, dude. The sound. I love the stupid barking. The lid. I didn't notice the lid coming off, Paul. Holy shit, dude. God, this is so good. I can watch this all day. All day. Yeah, step the fuck back. Okay, whatever. He murdered him. God, dude, the flop. He took that kick like a champ, though? No, he really did.
But also, like, that entire suit is basically made out of padding. So.
Yeah, that's true. Also, from what I understand, he did like a whole little post about how wrestling is real, where he was all beat to shit. His knee hitting the table. Yeah, exactly. That was a good kick. It was a great kick. Yeah, fantastic. The dude weighs like 85 pounds. I'm surprised he didn't break it too. Yeah, I know. Should have kept the foam suit. I know. I think Randy pulled him out of the suit or something. When he was just manhandling him, I think he just like tore it off of him and shit. So, yeah. So after the RKO onto the table, Kevin Owens gets the power bomb onto Paul and a stunner onto Randy. Gets a 2 count. Kevin Owens goes for the pop-up power bomb, but gets reversed into an RKO. Phenomenal. Great. Out of nowhere. Logan then tosses Randy into the corner ring post, which was brutal. He just blow. And Kevin Owens was already RKO'd, which you guys just saw how brutal that move was. So then he tosses Randy into the ring post, goes up to the top, hits a big old frog splash on Kevin Owens to win because he was already dead from the RKO.
A very unique frog splash. He does like almost the splits in the air and he touches his toes instead of doing like the typical style frog splash where you do like a crunch in the air. He made his body do it the other way.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And the best part was, so great match. Logan Paul wins. And then Logan Paul, just not in a wrestling voice, not like, what you gonna do, brother? Like, none of that shit. He just says, I'm sorry, Randy. I told you, new era. I like you, though. What the fuck, dude? He wins the match and he just like apologizes. I told you. I like you, though. That shit, dude. Fucking that. If I didn't like Logan Paul as a wrestler up until this point, That shit alone would have won me over. Who would have thought the better brother is Logan? I'm telling you, Kayla, like in wrestling, Logan Paul is great. Click will tell you, I'll tell you, Paul will tell you. We all want to hate him, but his passion and authenticity for like the love of wrestling, it comes through. And the guy's busting his ass. Not only that, he's taken to professional wrestling like a fish out of water. The only one I can think of who came from somewhere else, who just picked up wrestling this quickly, I would say is Kurt Angle. And that is insane for me to say, by the way. He may be a shit person, but his wrestling persona is great. Yeah, and honestly, I don't think he's as shit as a person as he used to be, Construct, because there's like, he did an interview where he feels bad because like The Rock, he met The Rock, and like, because of all of the controversy with Logan Paul, The Rock then distances himself from him, and like he genuinely felt bad about it. Like maybe he doesn't think about what normal people think, but like he felt like shit because like The Rock didn't want to have anything to do with him. He's got a lot of energy, I know that much. Yeah, for sure, definitely. It helps having Shawn Michaels be your personal tutor and practicing all the matches over and over, but you still got to be an athlete. Yeah, exactly. Not only that, he has something that is harder to teach. There's a lot of athletic people, but he's got like natural charisma, whether it's infamous, you know, or if it's heel energy or face energy. He's got charisma, dude. Just like that little line where he's just like, I'm sorry, Randy. I like you, though. Like, that shit was that was on point. It was great. Empathy is a learned thing. Yeah, exactly. The whole Forrest thing definitely should have been a career ender. Absolutely.
I mean, it kind of was. He sort of like...
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Canceled and like had to reboot himself after that.
Yeah, he had to go away for a little while. It's not difficult to feel bad for other people who are sad or in pain.
That's sympathy, though. Empathy is different.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, look at Paul, dude. Woo! All right, we're about to get a fucking breakdown in therapy from Paul. Coming from YouTube, he's willing to commit to a bit. Yeah, I agree. I think that's not difficult, but some people lack that ability, especially people with a bunch of money, Kayla. So, moving right along, match number 5, we got Bailey versus Io Shirai, aka Io Sky. I know. She's already the fucking master of the skies. Like, she doesn't need it in her name. It's stupid, but whatever. We're Americans. We're fucking retarded. We can't get it. Honestly, sometimes my anxiety makes me think, am I feeling sad or am I just faking it for attention? I can see that. So, Bailey versus Io Sky. What the fuck was this entrance, Paul, for Bailey?
So, Bailey was, I guess,
for context, everyone, she comes out like she's cosplaying, like she's walking out straight out of Assassin's Creed Origins. It's walk like an Egyptian everywhere.
Once again, to me, it looked more like a generic Overwatch character that I don't know because I don't know any of them.
Oh, it did kind of look like Overwatch. Yeah, I agree with that.
But yeah, she was being carried by 4 shirtless guys in like very, very basic, like Anubis style masks.
Yeah.
And yeah, this song that like wasn't terrible but wasn't great was playing, and all in all, her costume was great. It was all like blue with gold highlights.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had these lopsided, weird, like you could never do them right cosplay wings for an undiscerned reason.
Yeah.
She was, I guess, once again denied like her ultimate entrance. She had been talking with Paramore, and they, I guess, agreed to do a song for her, but they couldn't get it together in time for this. And then there was something else that fell through with, I guess, what her actual entrance was going to be, which is why they ended up going Egyptian themed, because there's like an Egyptian museum like across the street from the stadium or something. So it was another plug, kind of like Seth's entrance.
Yeah.
Where it
Okay.
was like a local thing that nobody else understood. But yeah, at some point she should be coming out with like a completely different video and like a song by Paramore and whatever. But like I still popped off when Role Model popped up on the screen. That was cool.
Yeah. I did too. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the announcement team made some reference to an Egyptian park in San Jose, which is where she's from.
Oh, maybe that's what
So maybe that's what it is. Yukari has Io and becomes Isis. She's armor clad and flies. She kind of looks like Farrah from Overwatch. That's what I was kind of thinking too.
To the sky!
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and then
I don't know that the Persona series is the best place to pull mythos from.
Probably not.
from-
But yeah,
from
here's a little bit of
deities.
Io Sky, by the way. This little fucking compilations. Who sponsored that segment? Panda Express. Not really, dude. But I would expect something so cringe from WWE. Io Sky's thick thighs, yes, they save lives, Kayla. Io Sky is wonderful.
Io
She's
Sky
a
was
fucking badass.
as a garbage can.
Yeah, she's fucking crazy, dude.
To destroy herself.
Look at Io!
She gives no fucks. Isn't Kyrie ruler the sky? No, she's the pirate princess.
Suplex.
To the top rope!
Dude, Io Sky has the best moonsault in the business. Straight up, a little backflip. Oh man, the dragon screw fucking chair whip. Oh man. Yeah, they're besties anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, look at this shit, dude. Kyrie has the best elbow in the business. Io has the best moonsault.
Oh my God.
Io,
Except
one of
Christopher
the
Daniels.
Io survived.
one of the NXT pay-per-views, Io
Devious
came
genius
out
of the...
to a live performance by Poppy.
What's that
That's
now?
pretty neat. One of the NXT pay-per-views, Io came out to a live performance by Poppy.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Bailey came out with all the Egyptian shit. My only note for Io is her drunken stumble to the ring is top tier. Io fucking comes out just like it's Asuka comes out like dancing and she's all cool and shit. Io comes out like your drunk uncle, like after like 4 hours into the fucking party, and it's fantastic. She's just flailing everywhere and stumbling as shit. Io's hot as heck. Hot as heck. Evil with the ultimate fumble the bag moment. Yeah. So yeah.
Honestly,
She should have come out
way
on the golf
she-
cart.
the
Agreed.
way she manipulates momentum to do that drunken stumble
Yeah.
is honestly like it's impressive.
It
I
is.
don't know how she doesn't ever fall over.
Yeah, no, she's great. Like her drunken stumble to the ring, it's fantastic. I also have a note here that I'm guessing Io loses because WWE hates Japan. Let's see if I'm correct. So, Io with a run-up stomp to the foot of Bailey. It was hilarious. She runs up to her and just stomps Bailey's fucking foot. And I don't know why I was so tickled by that. I thought it was fucking hilarious. She just fucking runs up, stomps her fucking foot. They lock up and they push each other through the ropes because, you know, they got their collar and elbow and they fall through the ropes, which is pretty great. They don't spend too much time out there. They get back in the ring. And after she's already limping on the outside, Bailey gets her leg slammed into the ring post. So that's a story we're telling here. Bailey's going to lose the leg. So Io's working her leg. She gets the dragon screw leg whip on Bailey while she's in the corner. That looked brutal. Fucking awesome. She was gonna fail as Rey impersonator, but full heel Io turned in NXT. Saved her WWE career. Okay, I got you. Yeah, the heel turn is definitely where she got taken way more seriously in NXT. So, yeah, she gets her in the fucking corner, pulls out the leg, dragon screws it. It looked brutal. It was pretty great. They get into another brawl outside. They go over the barricade. Bayley counters a splash with a release suplex. That looked fucking good. Hits a knee, and then they go back in the ring, picks her up, gets a side slam. Bayley goes up top, but Io Sky fucking chop blocks her. She just takes her leg out. And that looked pretty fucking rough too, because Bayley's getting on the top ropes. Io fucking sweeps the leg. Bayley goes down to the floor on the outside of the ring, and then like clockwork, Io hits a perfect moonsault to the fucking outside. It's crazy, like how just nonchalantly she just fucking does a moonsault to the outside, dude. That's crazy.
It's just like, imagine confidently doing a backflip from like high up to low down and also knowing where you're gonna land.
Yeah, just like 12, 14 feet in the air and you just backflip like nobody's fucking business, dude. She never even second guesses it. And yeah, heel turn is when a good guy goes to a bad guy. Yeah.
He underwent a transformation and became a bad guy. That transformation usually takes place in like a sentence.
Yeah. Yeah, so, well, it depends. And certain people have like different kinds of turns too, from good guy to bad guy.
Some are
too.
long builds, some are like, where did this come from? But
and some like they just go bad and they cheat now. Some like in Japan, like if you're gonna go with like Stardom, some women just get super sexy. They get super horny when they go evil. I don't know why it happens. It's a Japanese thing. It's pretty great though. Like, I forget her name. Mina something. Man, she just showed up on AEW. And she is super horny when she's a bad guy. It's almost like Finn Balor in like The Demon. So she's like normal, cutesy. She's part of like a girl group and all that. But when she gets like set on someone, she gets like hyper violent and super horny. And I'm not talking about a little horny. I'm talking like she grinds her fucking pussy in your face in the corner. She gets super horny. She's doing Ahigao face, all that shit. It's crazy. So yeah, but I digress. I'm not gonna get stuck on that. Wow. Yeah, no, that's a real thing, Kayla. Joshi wrestling is a whole other fucking ball game, dude.
Who was that for research?
Fuck, I forget her name. Mina something, because she just showed up in AEW. Fuck.
WWE tried for a long time here to be like family content, and like they still definitely are, but they are finally edging a little bit more.
Mina
to, like,
Shirakawa, that is it, Construct. Wow, on the fucking ball, dude. Yeah.
Older audience.
Yeah. I don't even like, I saw a video one time a couple of years ago that was kind of recapping her horny heel turn, and I wouldn't even want to show it to you guys. It is, whew, boy. It's a thing. Yeah.
She made out with Mariah May the other night. Is that more security cam footage?
Yeah, that's AEW. Yeah, so Mariah May is great, Paul. That's the Tony Storm protege.
Oh, okay.
She's great. She's not only that, she's solid on the ring, dude. She's hot. She's coming out like dressed up like Tony Storm circa, a few years ago. So for Mina to show up and make out with her, yeah, she kissed another girl. Cool. Yeah, man. Oh, fuck. What did they call it in WWE back in the day? Oh, fuck. What was it? Paul, what is it? You know this.
I need more
HLA! Yes, I'm hot lesbian action. Fucking HLA, dude. Wow. Thank you for remembering that, Mto. I knew what it was. I couldn't remember what it was off the top of my head. Very progressive for AEW. Oh, well, AEW is like progressive in a lot of good ways in general. But yeah. So, in any case, after Io hits the like perfect fucking moonsault to the outside, she rolls Bayley inside. hits a top rope shotgun drop kick. Io then hits 2 rolling German suplexes into a pin. Io Sky is fucking strong, dude. What are you laughing at?
Speaking of Japan, I bought and played Idol Manager. My idols are underpaid. Then you're doing it right.
Are you winning? That's great. So yeah, Io Sky just like fucking woman handling Bailey into 2 Germans into the pin. Fucking great. Io Sky goes to the top rope, goes for the moonsault, gets countered. Bailey jumps for the elbow drop, and she drops right into the crossface. That was fucking awesome too. I love when someone like dives off and someone just takes the hit and absorbs it, turns it into a submission or a choke or something. Yeah, so Io has her for the crossface, which is fantastic. Let's see. She fights out of it and gets dropped into it again. And then Io transitions into an STF where somebody has your leg wrapped up, like their leg is pinned in between your legs, and then she's got the crossface on her, so that's the STF. Fucking her up with that, but Bailey fights out of it, hits the belly to belly, gets a 2 count with that. And it was pretty crazy, dude. Oh, go ahead,
Didn't
Paul.
they just call it a belly to belly though? Like as if it wasn't her fucking finisher?
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe they said it because like Bailey to belly, if you just say belly to belly, like that sounds like belly to belly, right?
Yeah. It felt like they weren't acknowledging that it
They're
used to be her
5%
finisher.
satisfied with their pay. Jesus Christ, Kayla.
More
Hey,
than
my
4.
defense, they're under 18. $60 a week is fair. Wow, a week? Oh my God, Kayla, pay your idols. Come on, don't be that dude.
Well, no, they're under 18, so like if she has legal guardianship over them, she doesn't have to give them any money.
Oh my God. Damn. Funny, that's what he said too. It's actually closer to $40 a week? Jesus Christ.
Rich children. Wow.
So bad. Wow.
I wish.
So, Io fucking Sky, dude, hits a massive right hand and then just like laughs. I thought that shit was great. She punched the shit out of Bailey. And then it's just like, it was pretty great. Bailey goes for the belly to belly. Io reverses it in a fucking awesome way. Excuse me, into an awesome way. Hits a moonsault, gets a 2 count. Then they're standing back up. She gets the mid rope. She does the bottom rope moonsault, the middle rope moonsault, goes for the 3rd one and misses the 3rd one. And Bailey tries to capitalize, going for the rose plant. I don't like that move either, Paul.
Yeah, it's very like small and hard to tell what's happening, and then it's over.
Yeah, so Bailey's finisher, the rose plant, not a fan. But what was sick is she like grabs you by the face and goes to like fall forward, kind of like the blunt force trauma. Fucking
It literally
Io Sky
is.
flips out of it.
It is the blunt force trauma, but instead of grabbing your head
She
at
like
the
hooks
shoulder
your leg
level,
or something.
I think she gets him in like a headlock at her own knee, and then just drops forward.
Yeah. And Io Sky just flips forward with it, like has the hands out like fucking Bret Hart. It was great. I want to make a sex joke, but I can't. I can't make it not gross. So yeah, the fact that Io Sky just flipped out of the move was so fucking boss. Yeah, it was fucking sick, dude. Bailey hits a side suplex, then hits the top rope elbow, then the rose plant for 3 with question mark exclamation point. Like, just like that. And I'm like, kind of weak. They wrapped up the ending really fast for this match. It was going pretty well. And especially with Io Sky, like, flipping out of the finisher like that, I expected it to go on for another few minutes. Just side suplex, top rope elbow, fucking rose plant. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, they might have. I don't know. They might have got a like, not a wrap it up, but you know how all of this is.
Yeah, like another match went long. We got to make sure we have enough time for Cody and Roman. So you pull time out of the women's match because of course you do, because who cares about them?
I mean, and unfortunately, that's the next match, right? So you can't pull from anything else. If something went long, it would have been something before this match, and this is the last opportunity to shave time before, like, the big match happens. So the fact that it happened to be a women's title match, like, sucks, but I don't think it's, like, the target that you pull from.
Is there a typical match length? I'm sure there probably is, like, an average match length out there construct, but it varies show to show.
Yeah, generally, like,
pay-per-view.
Between, like, 3 minutes and 45 minutes.
Like, if you had to pick an average length time, what are you going with, Paul? For a pay-per-view, I'm going to say 20 minutes. 20, 25 minutes. On a show like a Monday Night Raw, like anywhere from like 6 to 9 minutes.
15 tops.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for a pay-per-view, again, it depends on the match type. If it's like any kind of stipulation or a cage match, something like that, naturally they're going to be longer. But just a one-on-one, like we're fighting, but it is a pay-per-view, then yeah, probably like 15 to 20.
Yeah. So what do you give the match, Paul?
I mean, there was nothing specifically bad about it, but it also wasn't like incredible. I was more invested and pleased with like the general outcome, and like what it set up. You know, Bayley winning and the role model popping up again. I was really bummed we had no wacky waving inflatable flailing tube men, but maybe that's coming with the new entrance and the new song whenever that happens.
They're made in Egypt now, so that's what those guys were. They carried her out.
Carried her in. She walked
carried her in.
Champion.
My bad. I meant carried her out from the back, but I get you.
I don't know. I mean, it was probably as good as the AJ Knight match, except I like both of these people, so I stick with a 4.
Okay. Yeah, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I think that Bayley looked a little weak in it. I feel like, thinking back to Bayley versus Sasha Banks, I feel like Bayley has lost a step over the years. I think wrestling ability wise, Io Sky fucking outclasses her in every metric.
Yeah, it is.
So it was sad to see her lose.
I don't know how Bayley got to, I mean, the creation of Damage Control and all that was like, I believe she was injured, and this was like a thing that she was doing in the meantime, like staying on TV and all of that, and kind of taking the mentor role in the group. And she is like, obviously still like good shape, but she is like, she has aged and like metabolism has changed and stuff. Like she is a very different body type than she was.
Are you calling Bayley fat right now?
Nah.
Are you body shaming her?
No. I'm just saying that she is physically different than she was last time she held a belt.
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of people like how thick she is now. Everybody comments on her rump. Racist and sexist. Jesus.
It wasn't sexism. That was body shaming. And also, that wasn't body shaming.
Whose butt? Bayley. A lot of people thirst over Bayley.
Yeah, that has been always, but
not
now
me,
she's
Kayla.
Also like...
I'm all about Io over Bayley. I'm with you, Kayla. Thick thighs save lives. So, now we've got the main event. Match number 6. The American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes versus the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns. I mean, we've mentioned LA Knight and AJ Styles' body, but we have to stop at women? Oh, hell no. We talk about all bodies here. So, Cody comes out with a new outfit. Go ahead and comment on it, Paul.
It's pretty cool.
Crazy. Comes out cosplaying Homelander.
Yeah, like giant fucking eagle, like
Judge Dredd style.
Yeah. I was trying to like, what do you even call this? It's not a pendant. It was like
Not
fully
Dredd
wrapped around the
2012,
shoulder.
Kayla. 1993 Judge Dredd. He comes out with like the golden eagles on his shoulders. Yeah, it was pretty great. What was the other day you were saying about Jimmy Uso looks like some uncle? Yeah, I am the law. Yeah, Jimmy Uso just looked like a dude. I said he looked like a hot dog vendor that would like just came out of the crowd, took his shirt off. He looks skinny fat. He doesn't look good.
Because like you talk about like Sami Zayn looking like a dude or Kevin Owens looking like a dude.
But like Sami Zayn has abs though.
And they are both still very like strong and in shape for their specific body type.
And really good in the ring.
Jimmy Uso isn't like honoring his body type in any way.
No.
And we know this because Jay has the same body type.
Yeah, he's a mirror image. And also he's
the mirror's broken.
Damn. Oh, that's rough. So what I liked about the entrance is Cody comes out, he's got fucking massive win face. He's got the biggest fucking grin. And I wrote in the notes here, story's getting finished. Now, my friend Andrew, who I call Asian Tony Stark, he's a guy who's usually master of ceremonies at a lot of anime conventions and shit out in California. Andrew swore to me. That's great. The Armand Asante law is the best. Click. So Andrew swears to me that Cody is not finishing the story, that he will not win the championship belt because they got to keep this going, Paul. They got to keep this going. He lost last year, but he's going to lose again, and they're just going to keep dragging this out.
How recently was Andrew kicked in the head by a horse?
That's what I'm saying, and I understand. Andrew is a rock fucking mark. Andrew, I love him, but he's a Roman Reigns stan. And so he just wants Roman to win. And I'm like, no way, dude. There's no way Roman Reigns is winning this match.
There was so much logic to it because, like, at this point, just from the last couple months, like, so Roman has broke many records. I guess he's only a couple months away from beating Hogan's.
For reference, everyone, he's held the belt for 4 years. Like Click was saying, there was that little kid that was 2 years old when Roman Reigns won the belt.
I
so like, he cried.
Said that. It was me. It was Paul.
Oh, was it you? Was it you that sent me the video? Yeah. I think Click sent me the video too. You might have both sent it.
Double sent.
Yeah, probably.
But
shit, Ryan might have sent it at me too. I did? Yeah, see, Click did. So, ha. But anyways,
it's like 1,300 something days. It's been like 4 fucking years. But
yeah,
and like I guess if he held on to it until like SummerSlam, he would have beaten Hogan's record, and like then he's number 2 instead of number 3.
I called that he wasn't going to beat Hogan's record.
But also, whether you're number 2 or number 3, you're never going to hit number 1 because number 1 held the belt for like 4,000 days or something.
I told you, Construct.
Nobody's ever going to... That's not real. That'll never happen. So, like, what does it matter if you're 1 or 2 at that point? And with WrestleMania Night 1 on Saturday, Roman tied up Hogan's record for main eventing WrestleMania, and then WrestleMania Night 2 on Sunday, he beat it. So Roman now has the record for main eventing the most WrestleManias.
Yeah, but I mean, who cares? He also defends the belt
saying,
like 1/10.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like he broke a record. Roman
Reigns is great.
To get to a wrapping point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're done here. Roman needs to lose.
He needs to lose the belt so that like Cody Rock could happen, so that Rock Roman could happen. Like there are so many possibilities if he loses the belt, and if he doesn't, then it's like where
if he wins, then it's just
how do we
Rock.
Do anything?
Yeah, then the Rock acknowledges him as his tribal chief. Cody's a loser. The Rock's not going to waste his time on him, and then that's it. Like that's boring. So whatever. So my buddy Andrew's on some massive fucking cobium. So Cody Knight can happen. Oh no. Yeah. No, it's not gonna happen. I could see LA Knight and CM Punk though. Ooh.
Not even in the ring. They're just gonna talk shit to each other for 2 months.
Yeah,
and then,
absolutely. Yeah.
like the crowd votes.
So so Cody comes out, new outfit, massive win face. Roman Reigns, he had just a basic bitch intro for him on night 1. Night 2, he's got live drums and a whole chorus out there singing his theme. I thought that was pretty cool. I put in the notes here, he ain't beating Hogan's record.
I think the song, some people were talking about the song being like tweaked. This is like a refreshed version of the song too, because it had like backing and shit. And I think that's just what they did with it live, but whatever.
And then CM Punk will shank him in an alley and an off night and it'll get caught on security cam. Probably. Yeah, sneak attack. I have in the notes here, no Rock. He has to show up, obviously. The bell rings. You get like a 5-minute stare down. You get reminded by the announcers that it is Bloodline's rule, which means Bloodline rules, which means there is no disqualification. So Roman could take Cody outside, grab a fucking chair, smash him in the head with it, put him through a table, pin him. The most likely scenario, someone from the Bloodline, Jimmy or Solo Sikoa, are going to come out, fuck up Cody, and get the pin. And, you know, who does Cody have to help him? Right? So, pretty basic fucking exchange in the beginning where you get Cody doing the fucking slide under into a toe kick and then drops and does the Gold Dust, the Rhodes uppercut right off the bat. Roman like goes to run at him and hits the ring post. Cody immediately goes for a table, and the announcers even comment on it that like, oh, Cody could take advantage of the Bloodline rules too because you could cheat, right? Cody's trying to get the table from underneath the ring, and Roman Reigns does his little drive-by drop kick, just kicks the shit out of his face, which is pretty fucking good. And then Roman takes the table and puts it back under the ring, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, just fully, nope. That's
Yeah,
not
we don't-
part of Bloodline rules. No tables allowed.
This. Yeah, we don't need this table. I'm an honorable man. Acknowledge me. That was pretty good. So Cody immediately going to get the table, kicked in the face. Roman just slides it under and he plays it to the crowd too. He's like, nah, we're not doing this shit. So that was funny. The crowd booed him for putting the table under the ring. But then he puts the table under the ring like, I'm an honorable man. I don't need weapons in my wrestling match. But he immediately gets a fucking kendo stick. He gets in the ring and starts beating the shit out of Cody with a kendo stick over and over. That shit was pretty good.
Kendo stick is just extension of the arm. It's basically you.
Yeah.
Table's a foreign object.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I mean, why would you think any fucking different, I guess? So, Roman, after he beats him down with a stick, Cody gets a nice looking bulldog. He goes into the figure 4. You get lots of woos. A knife is basically an extension of my fingernails. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's why it's allowed in all matches.
Yeah, absolutely. So then you get the figure 4. Roman reaches up and rakes the eyes, so Cody breaks the figure 4. And then Roman Reigns, and this is the best part of him as like the tribal chief so far, is just the shit talk he does in the ring. I have enjoyed this, like his whole run, and he's talking shit to Cody and says, I'm gonna miss whooping your ass. That shit was pretty great. They brawl out into the crowd. Cody suplexes him onto like a stiff looking platform, which is pretty cool. They fight their way back to the ring. Cody tosses him into the ring.
But
go ahead.
Just on their way out through the crowd to that platform to be suplexed upon, Roman just
camera.
like they pass a dude who's like cheering Cody, and Roman just like fakes him out, and dude like flinches harder than I've ever seen somebody flinch in my life.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So, yeah, he says, I'm going to, miss whooping your ass, all that shit. They go back into the ring. He tosses Roman back in the ring. He goes for a disaster kick. So disaster kick is like Cody like bounces off the second rope and like springboard does like a little roundhouse kick to the face. So Cody's midair bouncing off the ropes. Roman fucking catches him and fucking power bombs him. That was brutal. That looked fucking awesome.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a sick counter. And then he's just talking shit again while he's choking Cody. He says, I'm going to send you to Hollywood with the rest of them. This is my company, you little bitch. That shit's fucking hilarious, dude. You get a quick suplex and then a side suplex onto Cody. You get the little side cravat choke. Cody fights out, but then when the fuck, like, does Roman normally use a perfect plex? Do I just not remember that? Yeah, Roman hits a pretty good-looking perfect plex. Or fisherman suplex. But they called it a perfect plex.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, he competes so infrequently that, like, he could do a new move every time, and
I know.
you'll never know.
And I would never, remember because he wrestles almost never. So yeah, but he hits a perfect plex, has the bridge, goes for the pin, all that. I even have here, like, look nice. Roman was in total control pretty much at this point, but Cody surges with a super kick. Roman counters the super kick with he answers it with a big boot, and they're both down. That's when I noticed that, in the first match on night one, like, I think he hit a big boot, and that's when I realized he was wearing the custom Jordans. So, yeah, again, with the fucking big boot. It was great. You get another disaster kick for 2 from Cody, and then he goes for the cutter, and it gets reversed in a fucking crossroads from Roman. So, again, you've got, like, the finishers being used by your opponent, which is fucking awesome. He hits Cody's own move on him.
This is, like, the best to me, because he does the crossroads, Cody kicks out at 2, and Roman goes, I knew that move sucked!
Oh, I missed that! Fuck, I gotta watch it back. I gotta do, click.
Absolutely, that shit was... He's like, I knew that move sucked! Fucking, that move sucks! And
that's
just,
fucking hilarious. I missed that. I thought I got all of the shit talk, but I missed that one.
That was, like, the best thing, too. I can't believe you missed that.
Damn, to hit someone with their own move, not get the pin, and then you're like, I knew your move sucked. Like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
He's looking over and, like, yelling at Paul, like, his move sucks.
Yeah, this is what I get for using his shitty move. That's pretty fucking good. Yeah, I'll go back and watch it again. Click. So then you get the Superman punch gets countered by the stiff little dusty combo with the bionic elbow. After that, Roman, drops down, escapes outside. Cody goes outside, clears the announce table, and Roman hits him in the dick. Picks him up, power bombs Cody through the table, which is pretty great. Fucking very quickly then just rolls him into the ring. Superman punches him, trying to end it, and it was very close, but still just a 2 count. Like, I enjoyed... This is where you get, like, the storytelling, the theater of wrestling, where he was so business.
And like the other side of, like, we know shenanigans are going to occur. We saw the match yesterday. We know this is Bloodline rules. We know shit's gonna go down. But the first, like, 20 plus minutes of this match were just like, what if they just had a match though? And, like, it was good.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid match for the both of them. But yeah, I loved how, like, on point and focused Roman was. Dude fucking power bombs him through the table, instantly rolls him into the ring, pow, Superman punch, goes for the pin. He's not fucking around. So that was pretty fucking good. Then he's like, well, the punch didn't work. He's gonna go for the big spear, right? So, that's the Roman move. So he runs in for the spear, and Cody gives him, like, a little toe kick to the face, like shoulder area. And
is that
goes
what it
for
was,
the-
or was it the knee stop?
Oh, maybe it was the knee. Either way, he
I think
like
it's-
threw
yeah,
up his
it's a-
leg and stopped him, and then he goes for the cutter.
It's like a knee strike. You go for the spear, and you get a knee to the fucking face. It's a very good counter.
Yeah, so it was cool. But then Cody hits the fucking spear, which is fucking cool, and then does the crossroads move. He goes for a second crossroads, which we talked about this from night one. I like when he does the crossroads and then just hangs on to them in a headlock and just stands up. You know, he's got you like a fucking pit bull, and then he's going to hit you with the move again. So he goes for a second one, and this is where the shenanigans that Paul were talking about happen. Fucking hot dog vendor Jimmy comes out and super kicks him in the face.
I would love for, like, you know, an evolution over time if there's something where, like, because, like, a crossroads is a finisher, and when you really gotta finish, you do the triple crossroads.
Yeah.
Like, he's also got the pedigree. I would love to see, like, a don't let go triple pedigree to end something sometime.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Like a "this is everything I got" moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool. So Jimmy super kicks Cody. Roman Superman punches him. Then it's all me, Uso. Jay Uso comes out. He yeets Jimmy out of the ring.
I thought, does he throw him out of the ring? I thought Jimmy ran up the ramp to meet him.
Oh yeah, he did. You're correct. So yeah, Jimmy goes up the ramp to meet Jey Uso, and Jey Uso spears him off the fucking ramp, like through some tables and shit on the side.
Yes, through two tables that they almost fucking missed.
Yeah,
and
it was crazy.
They're both done. They're both gone. And it's important to note that while Jimmy was a piece of shit and fucked with Cody, Jay didn't do anything to Roman. So this is still like any
True.
damage done to Roman is Cody did it.
Yeah, true.
Because he's strong.
Yeah. So yeah, so they fly off the stage. I have damn. Then Cody rolls up. Cody roll up for the 2 while Roman's distracted. Roman gets out of it. You know, Cody's still kind of woozy. He bounces off the fucking ropes for a massive spear. Roman just wipes Cody out with this fucking spear, dude. It was probably one of the best ones I've seen him do in a while. At that point, Roman doesn't go for the pin. He picks him up into the guillotine choke. So he's just doing the standing guillotine, but Cody pushes him through the ropes. And after they break up, Cody pulls a Roman from night 1 and spears Roman through the barricade. And that looked fucking rough too, man. That looked really fucking good.
It always does. Like,
yeah.
I don't care that wall was just freestanding. They pulled the pins out. It was just gonna fall over when you blow on it. Like,
Yeah.
It does not look gentle to crash through.
No, you got bodies just fucking breaking through this shit. So yeah, it looks pretty good. They get back into the ring, and Cody hits a crossroads, holds on for the second one, hits the second one, goes for the third crossroads. This is it. Everyone's on their feet. And then you got fucking Solo Sikoa coming out, and he spikes Cody in the throat, which is bullshit.
And Solo gets real aggressive here. Typically, he is just the silent muscle. He'll say like a sentence when he needs to.
Yeah.
But he's like barking commands at Roman this whole time.
Well, yeah, because Roman's still kind of out of it after being speared through the fucking barricade. So he's probably just get the fuck up, like, you know.
But then like Roman's talking back too. Though he's like, I know.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good. So yeah, the back and forth between the two of them was good.
There was a conveyed urgency that felt like
the sense
real.
of urgency was very real. I agree with that. It's honestly something we felt in like earlier in the match where he powerbombed him through the table, rolls him into the fucking ring real quick, hits him with a Superman punch. He's like, I want to be done with this shit, you know? I'm not getting paid hourly. So then after the spike, he kicks out at 2. Then Roman gets him and they do, or no, Solo gets him and they do the spike spear combo. Fuck,
so
dude.
fucked.
Yeah,
so
just ugh.
fucked.
Have this large Samoan man just holding you there, hitting you in the throat while you're getting fucking speared by another large Samoan man.
For clarity, if you don't know, Solo has like his whole hand and like specifically his thumb is like taped up with like the white "I'm a wrestler" tape.
Yeah.
And so like his thumb doesn't bend. It's just it's a
spike.
a blunt object.
Yeah.
And so his finisher is he hits you like right in the center of your fucking neck and you die, and then he pins you for a 3 count.
Yeah, he spikes you in the neck. I mean, his thumb literally is a knife that is an extension of his hand.
Yep. He's done that to Cody once already. He picks him up again and does it a second time as Roman is also spearing Cody.
And
so
Cody lives!
He is effectively dead. He's been double decapitated and speared. And he's still alive.
Yeah, nice callback. Thank you. And then you get... Invisible Man. Fucking John Cena.
That's why his thumb is so taped up, though, so that it becomes an immovable object. It cannot get jammed. It can only cause pain.
Yeah, exactly. His thumb is impossible to get jammed. He could, like, punch a hole in the side of a mountain with it, click. So, yeah, you get John Cena. And I literally have here, what the fuck? John Cena music?
Last time we saw John Cena, he got kind of, like, clowned out by Solo.
Yeah.
So, like, it makes sense if you can remember far enough back.
Yeah, it's good. It's something that WWE does not do well a lot of the time, which is long-term storytelling. So John Cena getting shit on by Solo Sikoa makes sense for John Cena to come out and fuck up Solo's day. So he comes out, he hits the attitude adjustment, John Cena's move on Solo through a table. And then you get the final boss. Fucking The Rock shows up. And I'm like, rock music? Holy shit. And you get a John Cena versus The Rock stare down in the ring while everybody's fucking down and out.
And like it just is the Hogan Rock stare down. Like they are deliberately just doing that again.
Yeah, because they're staring at each other, but they're also like the crowd, like acknowledging all the chants to Cena and Rocky. Like it was pretty fucking great. It was a good moment. John Cena says, "You can't see me," and goes to punch The Rock, and The Rock says, "Bitch, yes I can see you." Ducks it, catches him, fucking rock bottom on Cena. He's done. This isn't in his prime, unstoppable fucking Superman Cena. This is old man Hollywood Cena, and he can't hang with Hollywood Rock. So he gets rock bottomed. He's dead. So then you get the Shield music. What the fuck, dude? And Seth Rollins comes out wearing his Shield gear from back in his days with Roman Reigns.
How did this look for you? Because I had the assumption that they were going to re-edit it. Because, like, initially live, they never show him in the crowd. You never know where he's coming from.
No, that's how I saw it too.
And
yeah,
and when Roman Superman punches him, it's off camera.
Oh, I'll have to go back and watch that.
The first time you see Seth in the Shield gear, while the Shield,
he was already down.
He's already on the ground outside of the ring because Roman hit him.
Gotcha. So yeah, then that's what happened to him then. So yeah, Seth Rollins, again, good long-term storytelling. Roman Reigns, like his first betrayal in WWE was getting fucking turned on by Seth Rollins, and he has held on to that moment since then. And Seth Rollins knows that shit. That's why he came out wearing the same outfit that he used to wear when they used to roll with each other back in the day. That was so well done. And we'll get back to that again in a moment.
Yeah, it was wild because you're like, is he coming out with Shield music just as a head game for Roman, or like are we getting more? And like for a moment you didn't fucking know if Jon Moxley was gonna pop up for some reason.
Yeah,
like anything was possible in this moment. In this
I didn't
match.
question it as anything other than he's fucking with Roman. Like I know that Seth's not gonna go back to his old gimmick. Like he's just doing this to fuck with Roman.
Right.
But so yeah, Seth gets in the ring.
In the moment, we were at the point where like anything was possible.
Well, that's true. Yeah, in that
Nothing
moment,
was
we're
totally
in the
off the
Nexus. So yeah, Seth gets in the ring in Shield gear. He gets Superman immediately, but he served his purpose. He was Cody's shield.
Not yet, but as you said, we'll get there.
Yeah,
but it is like the mind games of the Shield music and the. I wish they'd re-edit it just for better angles, but the urgency and importance of like as soon as he pops up, Roman takes him out. Like we cannot have this as a factor. We got to get him off the table.
Yeah, he's done.
Like
he's priority number one. Even if I'm having a title match with Cody, I kill Seth,
and that'll come back.
Seth Rollins to Roman Reigns is the epitome of on-site. Like, doesn't matter what else he's doing. Roman Reigns sees Seth Rollins on site, dude. That's it. So yeah, after he gets Superman, then you got The Rock having the belt. Goes to get in the, he's gonna try to fuck up Cody with the belt. And bong. I was like, what the fuck, dude? The Undertaker gong. The arena goes dark. Undertaker pops up behind The Rock as the lights come back on. He summoned the last of his powers. He's wearing black pajamas.
His most traditional costume, the black hoodie and New Balance sneakers.
Yeah, dude, The Rock the Rock is so surprised by Undertaker, but I think he was equally as surprised by the fact that Undertaker's wearing black pajamas. Yeah, he's just wearing a fucking hoodie and some sweatpants. Like, Undertaker couldn't even be bothered to, like, put the fucking costume on. Like, at this point, is he even Undertaker? Or is he American Badass?
This is the,
He's wearing his house slippers and black pajamas? Basically, Construct.
This is something where, like, I'd like a mini documentary on just, like, the building of this match, because there was so much speculation that Stone Cold was supposed to be involved.
Yeah, and honestly...
Maybe Taker just filled the slot because Stone Cold couldn't do it at the last minute or something.
And it appears a foot shorter than 1999. I don't know about that, Click. He's still massive. He's still taller than The Rock. And
I think The Rock has somehow gotten taller over the years.
Nah, he's just been consistent. Can't put risers in his slippers. So, I do think that this moment would have been better with Stone Cold Steve Austin because they had a better feud, but the Undertaker still does have history. You could even go back to Roman Reigns saying how this is my yard now because the ring used to be the Undertaker's yard. So, I mean, you can make some reaches.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And I'll give it all to whatever. For me, the best situation for this, another character that The Rock has history with, would have been fucking awesome if Goldust came out.
Nah, I don't like that. I thought you were gonna say Mick Foley or some shit. I don't like Goldust.
Cody's brother. There's the history with The Rock.
Yeah, that's
do a quick little beatdown and a shattered dreams.
I don't like it. Sorry. I mean, Goldust over Stone Cold?
For this match?
What? Stone Cold Steve Austin threw his belt in the fucking river and made him go swim and get it. Like, come on, man.
Family versus family, though.
Whatever. At that point, just bring Vin Diesel in. He hates The Rock and he's obsessed with family.
That was speculated. That was genuinely speculated.
Oh, man, I would have loved if Vin Diesel would have showed up. That would have been great. Could you imagine if the Undertaker's gong hit and the lights come up and Vin Diesel's there? Family.
Family.
This segment's sponsored by Corona. I don't know the words to the song because I don't know Spanish. Sorry, that's offensive. No, fuck that. Bring in Ludacris? No, because he likes The Rock. Vin Diesel hates The Rock. Or at least Vin's twin. Yeah, exactly. Family.
Damn.
Yeah. So, anyways, Undertaker grabs a very surprised Rock by the neck, choke slam.
Also, Dustin was there. He was like photographed.
Yeah, he was up in a box,
so.
But I mean, like, of course he's gonna be there. He's family.
I mean,
I like
Logan
when people
Paul was up in a box for this match.
Yeah, I mean,
you go different places, you move around.
Yeah, not only that, like, I like when people, like, if Ricky Starks shows at a WWE event, they're like, oh my god, Ricky Starks to WWE? Question mark. No, like wrestlers like wrestling, fucking
Yeah.
breaking news. Like, what fucking wrestler's not going to be at WrestleMania if they don't have to work that night? Of course,
And
I would be too.
I think the next day was when Dustin challenged Joe for the belt. So like,
Yeah, which I
I'm
haven't
sure-
watched that match yet. I want to watch that match.
Mhm.
Yeah, that should be really good.
Another Rhodes versus another Samoan Joe.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. You know when people try to bag on AEW for that? Like, can you believe that they're just trying to copy the storyline from WWE? And I'm like, oh my god, I hate you. Like, just because he's a Rhodes and he's going against a Samoan guy, Samoa Joe is the one Samoan who's not related to anyone else.
But they are both Samoa Joes.
Shut up. Hate that.
Roman's name is Joe. I didn't name him.
Yeah, no one's gonna refer to him as Joe in the WWE, but whatever. All right, so then after the Rock gets chokeslammed,
though, the chokeslam looked. I mean, whatever. He did it. Cool. The chokeslam looked real mediocre because The Rock weighs twice as much as he did last time he got chokeslammed by
and
the Undertaker.
well, that and the Undertaker is probably way weaker too. He's not even wearing his mortuary outfit.
And his pants were so tight that the Undertaker couldn't like get a grip
Yeah,
on
grab
them at
onto
all.
him. His shiny
So-
Elvis pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, as who referred to it earlier as disco pants? Maybe that was Tamugi. So yeah, so
But the chokeslam happens, the bell, the gong again, blackout.
he's
Undertaker's
gone. He disappeared. He still has powers. Everyone.
The Rock also appears to be gone, but I think just rolled out of the ring and was on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think he instant transmissioned. Final boss doesn't have that power. So then Roman has a chair. And it's like, man, all he's got to do is whack Cody with his chair and he could win. He's got the steel chair. He hits Cody. He gets the pin. That's it. Game over. And you see Seth Rollins in the corner of the ring, still wearing his Shield gear. And I could see the wheels turning. Like, Roman did a fantastic job acting here because he was torn. Like, do I hit the guy who's going to win me the match? Or do I hit the guy who was like the ultimate fucking betrayer, my Judas? The guy who's given me all of this trauma. And Roman, fucking, you could see it in his eyes, man. He's like, I gotta hit Seth. So he takes the chair. He goes and hits fucking Seth instead of Cody.
And Seth fucking crumbles to the ropes exactly the way Roman fell to the ropes when Seth hit him.
Yeah, which is great storytelling again. Then turns around and goes to spear Cody. Gets fucking countered into not one, not two, but 3 crossroads. Shit. Story finished. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, baby. And then Cody's wife, Brandy, gets in the ring. Kevin Owens comes down to the ring. Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, LA Knight. Yeah. John Cena's alive again from the rock bottom. They're all celebrating, and I saw someone post a meme how the ending shot of WrestleMania 40 had Cody hoisted up on, I think it was Sammy and Randy that were holding him up, and it reminded them of like the ending of Return of the Jedi when they're all celebrating with the Ewoks, and that's totally the fucking vibe of the end of this match. It is 1000% the end of Return of the Jedi.
I heard it a couple places. I think Kind of Funny was one of them, but they like the end of WrestleMania felt like the series finale for WWE.
Yeah, I agree with that. It did seem like a series finale because it was the end of the story. Don't you forget about me. Yeah, probably fist pumps in the air. He freezes on everyone's shoulders. I can see that.
And the camera staying live for the whole everything to come. It was like another 10 minutes.
Yeah, it went on for a long time. They celebrated in the ring for like another 10 minutes.
And that's not super uncommon, but like you have to be there. You have to be live to be able to experience what was going on. They just kept the cameras rolling for all of this to bring the viewing audience in on this whole thing. I thought it was really like special. It was fucking cool.
It was really special. I mean, that was the point, right? So yeah, everybody gets in the ring. They celebrate. Michael Cole talks about how much he loves professional wrestling, not sports entertainment. Did you get that?
No, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. Hulu let you see that? No, not Hulu. WrestleMania was on Peacock Construct. This is all a recap of WrestleMania Night 2. So, yeah. For those of you that
would
might
never let me see that.
Yeah, that'll never be on Hulu. So, for years now, because World Wrestling Federation turned into World Wrestling Entertainment, wrestling turned into sports entertainment. And for years, you weren't allowed to say professional wrestling in the WWE. That was an edict, a mandate that was handed down from Vince McMahon, which I never agreed with. I love professional wrestling. I don't care about sports entertainment. I love professional wrestling. I love the theater. I love the fucking stories that are told there, the athleticism, all that shit. I've never been a fan of sports entertainment.
If you were gonna try to rebrand, like, you gotta put more effort in, because like, just sports entertainment is a shitty thing to say.
It is, yeah.
Like, I don't care how much you like WWE or any other type of pro wrestling, nobody will say the statement, I love sports entertainment, because you feel like you're committing a sin saying it.
Yeah,
you feel like you're admitting to something wrong.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. Like, they don't call the wrestlers on the roster. They call them WWE superstars. And that shit to me reads like now on Disney DVD. What the fuck is Disney DVD back in the day? Like, it's just fucking DVD. Like, fuck off. Wrestlers are basically really advanced stuntmen and stuntwomen. They do stunts and acting, and they do it live. It's really fucking impressive. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're actors who are also stunt people. So, yeah, it's crazy. And then at the very end, Cody Rhodes talks about how, I know this guy doesn't want to come out here, but he's, largely responsible for me being here. And he calls Triple H out, and everything has gone full circle. Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, comes out, celebrates with Cody Rhodes winning the belt and all that. It is the end of an era. The bloodline is dead. Roman Reigns will never, ever beat Hulk Hogan's record. So, it's just the way it is. This match, 5 stars. All the shenanigans at the end, where they just overbook the shit out of it with all of the legends coming out. And like you said, Paul, it was a great match even before then, where you're like, man, are they just going to wrestle a straight up match? 5-star match for me. One of the best wrestling matches I've seen in the year. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to give it a 5, but like doing Undertaker instead of Goldust, like it's a 5. It's a hard 5. It's a bold italicized 5.
Yeah, I agree. Sounds like this match took the full 45 minutes. Probably. It was a long fucking match. Yeah, I don't know what the exact time on it was, but it was a long match.
Yeah, it was definitely around 45 minutes, maybe longer.
Yeah, it was a great match, though, dude. Great storytelling. Like, it's one of the many reasons why I love wrestling, and I haven't been watching WWE in a while.
It is a match that I feel like, because there's like, movies, comics, games, whatever. There's always the thing where like it's somebody or everybody, it depends, are gonna overhype something, and like just because of that, the product that you get at the end is still good. It's still great. But because it got overhyped every Nintendo showcase,
how dare you?
It doesn't live up to what you hoped it was going to be and what you set your own expectations for. I feel like this was the thing that did that, where everyone was just fucking, like, expectations were sky high, and it still hit them.
So this was like Avengers Civil War for me, where like I didn't really care about Captain America very much. Winter Soldier, great movie. But like Captain America, I was like, it's kind of boring. I could take it or leave it. It's an origin. But then seeing the shit that happened in the past and all that in Civil War, like it made Captain America and Winter Soldier better movies by association. and I loved it. And that's how I feel about this compared to last year's WrestleMania where Cody lost. A lot of people were mad about Cody losing last year, myself included. And a lot of people said, well, you know, it'll make the next time he gets a shot of the title that much better. And not until having seen the way things played out with The Rock and all that do I finally agree with that. And it was really well done. Great fucking WrestleMania. What do you give night 2 overall?
Okay, so
You need a refresher?
well, no, just yeah, in a minute. But
Okay.
Jesus Christ, what you were just saying. What were you just talking about?
Captain America.
No, but you were talking. Oh, right. Like people saying like they were doing Cody dirty and all of that, and like the
Yeah.
thing about all of this storytelling, long-term storytelling, whatever, is like you have to get to the end to determine whether somebody's been done dirty or not. And
It's
at
true.
the end, they weren't doing Cody dirty. They were giving him this ultimate story.
Yeah. But at the
but,
time, you feel like this sucks.
Yeah,
That's-
I know, but like,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. But like, sometimes things suck for the main character in the middle of the movie.
It's true. I need a D&D.
You gotta get to the end.
Well, this is more, so not the middle of the movie. This is more like,
The middle of the series, then, but it's the
yeah,
same
like this
concept.
is the
It's
end of the
not over
movie.
yet.
It's like Infinity War, right? And then we're like, oh, we've got our end game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you're
we-
like,
we
I just
know it's
watched
all
this
one
movie
product.
and Spider-Man died at the end. This fucking sucks. The fuck, dude?
the D&D Quick Start box set for wrestling, like, honestly, I would just say like start watching and do it like comics. Just start reading shit / watching shit, and the characters or references that like you like or you don't get or whatever, like just Wikipedia those shit, or fucking come in here and ask Bane.
I was gonna
or,
say,
you know,
all
like,
you have to do is ask myself or Paul or Click or
just
anybody.
start watching, because everything builds on everything else, and like before you know it, like you won't. Old stuff is less important because things just keep moving. So
Yeah.
it's just like, just start.
True.
But yeah, do you want to run through the night?
Yeah, so match number 1 was Drew and Seth. Match number 2 was the Philadelphia Street Fight. Match number 3, LA Knight versus Evil AJ. Match number 4, Triple Threat with KO, RKO, and Paul. Then you got match number 5, Bailey and EO. Match 6, Cody and Roman. Night 2 was better than night 1. I'm gonna give it fucking 4.5, dude. I like just about every fucking match.
I think the highs were higher, but the lows were lower. Like,
So what was the low point for you besides LA Knight? No, I'm just kidding. You gave that a 4-star.
yeah, I mean, realistically, even with Snoop Dogg and Bully Ray, I just like
Snoop
the
Dogg was great.
Final Testament match.
Yeah.
I just like.
I agree with that.
I don't fucking care about the Prophets or Bobby, and like they're not gonna push the Final Testament, and like they have a new version of Karrion Kross's song that isn't as cool as the original one, so like that always bums me out when they come out.
I still like when Scarlett came out, the Fall and Pray shit. That was great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That song. This is the same song, but it's like it's performed differently, and it's not as good.
Stupid. I watched
But,
the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT before and after this weekend. That's how good this weekend was. Yeah, it was a good weekend of wrestling. Click.
Did
The lowest of the lowest, no gold dust.
yeah, like a 2 out of 10.
Whatever. So what do you give? What do you give the night 2 overall?
What did we do this for night 1? We did, right?
Yeah, we did.
What did I give night 1?
I think I gave it. That's when I finally gave it a 3.5, and I think you gave it a 3.75.
Oh yeah, because I saved all my points.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna say I agree. Philly Street Fight was kind of lame, but there was some pretty hype moments for the crowd there. Overall, I'll give it I'm not gonna give it a 5-star, but I'll
you
give it a.
you already gave it a 4.5.
Yeah, that's why I'm just thinking to myself, thinking about the bad parts to see if I'm gonna lower it to a 4. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with a 4.5.
I want to, like, realistically,
15 out of 10 brass knuckles. That
fanboy
moment
out.
with Randy Orton was 15 out of 10. I told you, Randy. Sorry, but I like you still, though. That shit. That was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, a 4.5 easy. It's
Okay. All right,
just this-
so we're on the same
maybe
page.
maybe even a 4.75.
Ooh, shit.
Just because, like, I genuinely feel like that final match lived up to the unattainable hype that it
it's
had
incredibly
in a way that, like, we've never seen many things do that.
Yeah.
So, like, and nothing against the whole rest of the night, but, like, that match carries the weight of greatness for this night so hard.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it's after midnight here. I gotta get to bed. Paul, excellent commentary as always. Y'all have a great night. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. I will try to, if it's not too late for you, I have to house sit tomorrow, Construct, but I might still be able to get on Helldivers with you after I'm done working in the shop. So, if nothing else, I might hit you up. But yeah, take it easy, Construct. So yeah, I would say...
No, shut up. Shut up.
Good.
Thank you and good night. All right,
There you
go on.
Goodbye and good night. Bang. Anyways, that's not WWE. So yeah, 4.5, pretty great. And then just to touch on it real quick, Monday Night Raw, I've heard from a lot of people, was a disappointment. The only thing I've watched from it, Click, is the whole Cody Rock exchange. Click, what do you think The Rock comes out while Cody's celebrating, and The Rock talks about how, you know, you defeated, you got the championship, but you never beat the final boss. As a matter of fact, I pinned you night 1, and tells him that he's interested in holding his belt to see what it feels like. The way he was talking, his delivery was really good, dude. Just like he kept referencing fireworks and shit, like, oh, come on here, man to man to you, no fireworks. Like, it was so weird. But I liked it. It's Final Boss Rock. So, not
what
quite
did
like
he say?
Javier.
No fireworks, no harm? Is that what he said?
I don't know. I gotta go back and watch it again.
Like he could have just said no smoke and mirrors, but
Yeah.
he said, like, fireworks and harm a couple times. And it was like, do you have a gun?
Yeah, I don't know why they had to tell us he was leaving for a little while, but it was a little long. Yeah, Paul said, like, him talking to Cody was like 45 minutes or some shit, Click.
Yeah,
Is that true?
from the start of the show to the end of that segment, it was like 43 minutes in.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, so just his delivery, you know. Oh, you know, I haven't held that title. And then Cody like, well, you can hold mine if I can hold yours. Like, I thought that was a cool moment. And then The Rock talks about how he's got to go away for a little while, but when he comes back, you know, settle some unfinished business. And then he hands Cody something in his hand. And Cody, you know, keeps it hidden and puts it in his pocket. And The Rock talks about how, you know, never break my heart again. So my guess, Click, is probably a lot of people's guess, but I think he gave him a bead from the tribal chief necklace because Cody beat Roman Reigns in a Bloodline Rules match. So in effect, he's the tribal chief. So I think that The Rock gave him a piece of that necklace to, like, remind him of that fact. I watched it live. I cannot stress that enough. I hate commercials. So so that's my speculation. It's like the whatever, the piece of the necklace. What do you think he gave him, Paul?
So the two things, the first thing we already talked about, but there's speculation that it's just a lighter and that the real fire in Cody's bus was caused by The Rock, and they're going to use that as a storyline to move their feud forward.
That's stupid.
And then the other thing, and the like, don't ever break my heart again, is The Rock returning Dusty's Hall of Fame ring that Cody pawned at a low point in his life.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that. Oh damn! That might be right. Yeah, don't ever break my heart again, because like you shouldn't. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I'll give it up. I like that better than mine. Yeah, if it's Dusty's Hall of Fame ring, fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
And
Is
then
that a
did
real
you
thing?
hear-
He really pawned his dad's Hall of Fame ring?
I can't imagine that.
Is that
that's
a shoot,
true,
brother?
But yeah, I don't. But did you also hear the story about the watch from the press conference?
No.
So at the press conference afterward, Cody comes out and he's wearing a gold watch, and it is the gold watch that his dad pawned to send him to acting school. Triple H, who is it? Nick Khan and Bruce Pritchard like tracked it down and bought it and gave it to him that night.
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy.
And like, it might be slightly less special. It might just be like the same kind of watch, but like either way, that is.
Yeah, if he got a watch from them, he's not going to get a watch from The Rock. And if he hit it like that, so it's a big mystery, he wouldn't be wearing the watch. It's going to be the ring or something else.
Yeah, it'd be the ring. So.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, from everybody else, Click, I heard that usually the night after WrestleMania, the Raw that's the night after WrestleMania is usually very hyped up. But if you actually go back and look at the track record, the night after WrestleMania is actually not that spectacular. We're just
like,
used to a few good call-ups here and there, and
yeah,
I think it gets overhyped.
You get appearances from legends who are still hanging around because WrestleMania was yesterday.
Yeah.
You get like the big guys coming up from NXT to be destroyed on the new roster because Vince hates them.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. It's a good time, but it's not like anything super incredible.
Yeah,
happened.
I feel like more often than not, it's just another Raw. Like sometimes you get some spectacular after WrestleMania moments at Monday Night Raw, but those happen few and far between. But we build it up in our brains like, ooh man, I can't wait for this, and then it just disappoints. So yeah, they also had some people that aren't on Raw. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, the Roxy and Ilya matches, right?
Yeah, Ilya versus Shinsuke. So they're gonna further bury him. Can't have Japanese wrestlers fucking winning. But at least Asuka and Kairi are tag champs.
Mm-hmm.
We got that. So yeah, that's night 2 of WrestleMania recap. And a little bit of Monday Night Raw. And a little bit of AEW with the bullshit footage and all that. Yeah, the NXT after Stand and Deliver was more consequential. But I'm never going to say no to having The Rock on screen, and even like 35 minutes too long. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Give The Rock his flowers. Let him say his goodbye. He's the final boss and all that shit. Man, I would love a confrontation between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin one more time. Give me that as Austin's last match. Let The Rock beat him. Because Austin firmly has more victories than The Rock, and like, let The Rock like get one last good match with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And as much as I'm a Stone Cold mark, I would say let Austin give The Rock the rub and ride off into the sunset. That's a much better last match than Kevin Owens.
Do we get that match anywhere but WrestleMania, though?
Oh no, that's WrestleMania. Like 1000%. But I mean, The Rock just proved he could show up on 2 nights at WrestleMania, so why not? Have Cody throw the gauntlet for him. I'm the champ now. You have to do what I deem. You're gonna face your own final boss. Boom, glass break. Fucking Austin comes out, and then The Rock beats Austin to face Cody. Holy shit, I'm fucking cooking here. If you smell,
But like that doesn't
be
do
dope.
anything to make Cody look strong though. If The Rock was in another match the night before,
He doesn't need to look strong against The Rock. He already proved himself. So that's all. It's more about The Rock overcoming his demons. Or, you
But,
know,
like, just-
even Cody not saying, hey, you have to defeat him first. Like, fucking just have The Rock talking shit. Like, I beat everyone's ass, and then just have Stone Cold come out. You didn't beat my ass, boy. Like, it's be great.
at this point, they, you know, whatever. Everything could always change. We'll see how much time anybody has. But like,
I mean, clearly.
it seems like they want to do a Cody versus The Rock match and a Rock versus Roman. Like, that story is still there to do.
Yeah.
So like, that's two matches that already feel like they're going to be WrestleMania matches. Like, people are talking about The Rock coming back for SummerSlam and him and Cody feuding them, and I don't know, man.
I mean, he's also more invested. Dude, The Rock has shown up on more fucking television for WWE than Roman has lately. So, I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think, like, this year he has shown up more. It's just fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's on the board of directors, he's directly invested. And given other projects that he's wanted to take under his wing have failed, you know, more power to him. All right, guys. Well, it's 10 o'clock at night. It was great hanging out with you guys. Damn, dude, we still made it to like 4 hours just going over this shit. I guess we were talking about AEW stuff in the beginning, but I'm going to get going for the night. Don't think I'll be on tomorrow, but we will get back to game playing probably Saturday night. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the subs, resubs, and new followers. Appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.